You're looking live at the field at Strom Thurmond High School, where tonight the Strom Thurmond Rebels play host to the North Augusta Yellow Jackets in a rivalry that's been one of our best in the area over the past few years. A good football game can be expected. We're excited about being here. Hi everybody, I'm Ed Jarretto along with Coach Kim Brace and Aiken Standard Sports Editor Eric Russell. We're here in the visitors press box, which we were all excited about coming, and they got a brand new press box and air conditioning, and we've reverted back to the 70s. so we're just sitting here waiting for the sun to go down because it's warm here in the press box, but that's fine because that gets us ready for football, doesn't it, Coach?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it's a perfect night for football here. It's going to cool off just a little bit. And as far as I'm concerned, we are in one of the one or two best places to see a football game in this area. Strom Thurmond's got a fabulous field, fabulous setup here. And despite the fact that we're in the visitors, they treat everybody very well here. They love their football, and we have two very good football teams here, and I'm expecting a really fine football game. All
right, Strom Thurmond, they took a hit early to Aiken, lost in overtime by 1 point. Now they've bounced back and they've won pretty handily over Emerald and Midland Valley.
Yeah, they have, and I really think the engine behind this team right now is Tyrese Nick, and he leads the county or is on the top or near the top in passing and rushing the football. So he's a dual threat quarterback, and I think he's the most exciting player that I've seen in the county so far this year.
North Augusta coming into this game got to be a little disappointed. They've lost games to bigger schools or 5A schools in Lexington and White Knoll, but still North Augusta expects to win every time out.
Yes, they do. They have a strong quarterback as well in Landon Washington, so we should get to see a good little quarterback duel here. One thing to watch out for is North Augusta's run game has also emerged here in recent weeks. Despite the losses there, they've put in a lot of work into the run game and have handed the ball off a lot. So
this has been a great rivalry game over the years, these two, whenever they meet, and we expect no different tonight. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at some of the other games going on in the area when we return to the pregame show of the Game of the Week on ASTD and WRDW My 12.
When I came in, Dr. Leah made me feel at ease. I felt comfortable. I wasn't as nervous as I usually am about the dentist. What set this dentist office apart from other dentists I've been to is the modern technology. When I came in, she pretty much explained everything, and I got to actually see what she was going to be able to do. I'm really terrified about coming to the dentist, but she made me feel so comfortable. Because of Dr. Leah, I can smile.
What's the foundation for a great community? I'd say it's being there for your neighbors during the best of times and the worst of times. We have a hospital that does just that. Aiken Regional Medical Centers provides over $72 million a year in uncompensated care for those in need. I call that neighbors caring for neighbors.
I've worked at our family's dealership for over 14 years, and I've watched how my dad treats his customers. I've seen them come back again and again because we treat them right. Now that I'm stepping up to be the general manager, I plan on carrying on that tradition because treating people right sets Satcher apart from the competition. We know you're going to shop around, but remember, at Satcher Ford, you're always going to pay the prices you're quoted. No dock fees, no surprises. That's the way Dad does it. That's how I continue to do it.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie Johnston, owner of Crescent Automotive. Let me show you guys around. Our sales staff has over 75 years of experience servicing the CSRA's automotive needs. We offer everyday low windshield pricing, and every vehicle sold comes with a warranty and a Carfax history report. Our inventory changes daily, so come see us soon. We'll make you feel right at home. Or shop online at drivecrescent.com. And remember,
everybody drives Crescent. You should too.
Welcome back to the campus of Strom Thurmond High School in Edgefield County, where tonight Strom Thurmond playing host to North Augusta. Another big matchup this week here on ASTV in the pregame show. All right, we're going to take a look at some of the games going on around the area. We got a short schedule tonight. Aiken, South Aiken, and Barnwell have open dates, so they're going to probably beat open dates, so we won't talk about that. Aiken and South Aiken getting ready to play each other next week. We'll be there, and we're looking forward to that. So both of them have an extra week to get ready for each other. So we'll miss you.
And I'll tell you what, I think that'll be a heck of a football game next week. It's a traditional rivalry, and both teams are improved this year over what we've seen the last few years, and I think that's going to be very exciting for the entire city.
Yeah, you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, before we do that, we got a game tonight, but these games are going on tonight. Wagner Sally, who I had ranked number 2 in my poll coming in this week, amazing, undefeated at this point. They're playing Blackville Hilda, and that's a rivalry in itself. They're just right down the road from each other.
Well, as long as we've been doing these football broadcasts, Wagner Sally has never been ranked as high as 2 or 3 that I can remember. This year, they deserve to be right up there, and I think they're one of the feel-good stories of the year. They're 4-0. They're scoring a boatload of points. They're playing very, very well, and I don't see any reason why they couldn't continue that tonight. I'm very impressed by their backfield. Williams is averaging over 10 yards a carry when he carries a football. Davis is about 8 yards a carry. Their quarterback does a terrific job, Frazier, running the offense for him. Very, very impressive. Willie Fox has done a nice job in just a short time as the head coach at Wagner Sally. They're playing a team that is a bit of a rival, but I expect that Wagner Sally is going to come away with the win tonight.
Not only is Wagner Sally ranked high in our power rankings, they're also up there in the state poll as well, the state media poll that comes out every week. So they've really got some momentum going there. But it's up to Barnwell to try to stop them and slow that offense. The offense has really been jumping out the big leads there, and we'll have to see if Blackville Hilda can keep up with that. They have gotten off to a good start as well against some lesser competition, but they still have built that good record, and they'll learn a lot about themselves tonight against a tough Wagner Sally team.
Okay, another game, another Barnwell County school. Williston Elko is up at Ridge Spring. You go with that.
All right. This is going to be a big one in determining the way the region is going to shake out this year. Coming into the season, these were a couple of the favorites in the region, and tonight will kind of give us an idea of who is the front runner there for the region title. Williston obviously has been dominating that region, or the region with most of these teams in it. It's gotten shaken up a little bit this year. It's a larger region, but Williston is looking to kind of keep that roll going, and this would be a big win for them.
Yeah, and Ridge Spring Minetta, the last couple of years they had a quarterback that led them, and we really liked him. This year, Tyson Bettis, I think, is doing an outstanding job for them. They're also 2-2, and the Trojans come into this game as a slight underdog. If we looked at the paper today, virtually everybody's picking Williston to win this one. Okay, so this is going to be my upset pick of the week. I'm going to take Ridge Spring in a close one, and you're exactly right. Over the years, Williston Elko has dominated this game. Tonight, I think you may see something different, and I might just be leaning on the fact that Rocky Israel is our reigning player of the week for the game that he had last week. But I think Ridge Spring just may pull off the upset. They're at home, and I think it would be an interesting night up there at Ridge Spring.
Okay, Swansea's at Silver Bluff. Silver Bluff took a big loss at Midland Valley last week. They've been up, they've been down. They're sort of a roller coaster ride right now. How you see this one?
All right, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to have company here for just 1 second. That's what I'm going to tell you. Okay.
Live TV.
Okay.
There goes the camera.
Okay, there goes the camera. I don't know if we're still on or not. All right. Let me say this about Silver Bluff. It's interesting to me that the coach, who I think has done a very fine job up there in his first season, they got killed the first game, 55-0 or something by South Aiken, bounced back and won 2 in a row. Then they played up again last week, and they did take a loss, but they've got some injuries, too, that helped to contribute to that. The coach this week said he's going to probably have to throw the ball a little bit more, and I think that's good. And I would expect to see some play-action passes coming off with this football team to complement their running game. And they're down on runs. We've got, let me see who we've got as the number 1 running back there, Raquan Mann, okay, has got to carry the load running the football. And their quarterback, Cedric Crotty, he's a good quarterback. He's good size. He can run the football. Showed last week he can throw it. The one thing they didn't do last week very well as far as I was concerned. They did not pass block very well when it was a straight drop back. So I think they got it rolling. They got to go with bootleg, waggle, some play action passes, and then I think they'll be more effective offensively. Defensively, I think they can hold their own with anybody in that league. When they play up, as they've done a couple times, they're giving a lot of points up, okay, 45 points. When they play somebody that's closer to their own division, they're only giving up 11 points a game. I think tonight it'll be more like the 11, and I think Silver Bluff will win this football game.
Okay, well, that's pretty in-depth look at Silver Bluff right there. Yeah, they also had some problems with the center quarterback exchange.
Yeah,
but the big thing was Washington wasn't playing.
Well, yes, he was not playing. He will still be out, meniscus injury, so he will be out a couple more weeks there. Robinson and a couple of other backs are dinged up, and that's going to lead to some of those extra passing plays. But also on the other side of that, the defense is going to have to deal with a strong Swansea offense. We've seen them against a couple of area teams, and they've been able to move the ball on the ground a little bit. Not as well through the air, but they've been able to put up some points. So Silver Bluff's defense has responded well, as Ken said, but they may get tested a little bit tonight. And with those injuries, a lot of guys play both ways on that team, so you could see some effect there as well.
Yeah. I expect Swansea to give them all they want, and Silver Bluff's got to play better than they played last week.
Well, the only thing that I can say about that, and Swansea's lost to a couple pretty good teams. They lost to Barnwell, they lost to South Aiken. But in those games, they gave up a ton of points, almost 50 points a game. So I don't think Silver Bluff's going to do that tonight, but I think they'll score enough to perhaps pull that win off.
Now, Midland Valley's at Fox Creek, and I was impressed with some of the Midland Valley players. They were better than I expected, I guess would be the way that I would look at it. For a team that hadn't won a game all season, they were far and away better than Silver Bluff last week.
Well, the interesting thing with you look at the fact that they hadn't won a game, but when you look back at it, they really felt like they should have won that game against Lugoff Elgin. A couple extra point problems and some other things that went on in the red zone. And coming out of that game, Jenkins said they're going to have to pick some things up there and get things going offensively kind of more consistently. And they've done that in the recent weeks, and it really showed last week against Silver Bluff. Coming in against Fox Creek, kind of same size as Silver Bluff, so it should be interesting to see how that offense continues to roll or keeps that momentum with Tyrese Washington and DJ Boyd and company.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably have too much size and overall depth against Fox Creek. Fox Creek started off the season pretty well. A little disappointed probably, and I'm curious to see how Caleb Charlton continues as the year goes on. Once they get into their region play, I think we'll start to see his stats go up, because right now he's not having quite the year that he had last year. He did very well last year, and this year he's down just a little bit statistically, throwing the football and so on. Basic running back is Lovett. Okay, he's done a nice job, but I just don't think Fox Creek has enough depth or size and strength tonight to play with Midland Valley. Midland Valley comes in as probably one of the better 1-3 teams that we have in the area.
Okay, well, those are the games that we have going on in the area besides this one here at Strom Thurmond. The good news is the sun has just about set, and I don't think it's going to be so bad here in the visitors' press box the rest of the evening. At least we hope not. But at any rate, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll talk a little more in depth about Strom Thurmond in North Augusta when we come back on the pregame show on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business, along with the best prices, service, and selection, is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
Unsure of the forecast? Security Federal Trust, a division of Security Federal Bank, has you covered with expert services to help you build, manage, and protect your future for you and your loved ones. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
When I came in, Dr. Leah made me feel at ease. I felt comfortable. I wasn't as nervous as I usually am about the dentist. What set this dentist office apart from other dentists I've been to is the modern technology. When I came in, she pretty much explained everything, and I got to actually see what she was going to be able to do. I'm really terrified about coming to the dentist, but she made me feel so comfortable. Because of Dr. Leah, I can smile.
What's the foundation for a great community? I'd say it's being there for your neighbors during the best of times and the worst of times. We have a hospital that does just that. Aiken Regional Medical Centers provides over $72 million a year in uncompensated care for those in need. I call that neighbors caring for neighbors.
I've worked at our family's dealership for over 14 years, and I've watched how my dad treats his customers. I've seen them come back again and again because we treat them right. Now that I'm stepping up to be the general manager, I plan on carrying on that tradition because treating people right sets Satcher apart from the competition. We know you're going to shop around, but remember, at Satcher Ford, you're always going to pay the prices you're quoted. No dock fees, no surprises. That's the way Dad does it. That's how I'll continue to do it.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business along with the best prices, service, and selection is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
Unsure of the forecast? Security Federal Trust, a division of Security Federal Bank, has you covered with expert services to help you build, manage, and protect your future for you and your loved ones. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives. Security Federal Bank has a long tradition of focusing on the customers we serve. That's why we offer the convenience of the area's only 7-day banking at our Columbia County location on Evanstown Center Boulevard. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
Were you recently arrested for driving under the influence? Are you looking for an experienced DUI attorney but don't know where to start? The Chandler Law Firm can help. We know being charged with a DUI is an intimidating and frightening experience. A DUI conviction can lead to fines, court costs, probation, license suspension, and even jail time. Time is of the essence. The sooner you call, the more likely we're able to protect your rights.
You can count on Chandler.
Welcome back to the pregame show for tonight's game of the week. Strom Thurmond playing host to North Augusta. The North Augusta helmet is set up in the end zone, ready for its team to come running out of it. Even though we're at Strom Thurmond, they brought the helmet with them. We've had the national anthem. We've had the alma mater sang. We're about ready for the opening kickoff. And let's talk a little bit about Strom Thurmond and North Augusta and what we can expect tonight. As always, these two teams always have good quarterbacks, and we talked a little bit about that in the opening.
Yeah, Tyrese Nick for Strom Thurmond. Like I say, he's a dual threat quarterback. I've got him for 65 rushing attempts for 538 yards and 7 touchdowns already, and then passing the ball 29 completions out of 59 attempts for 4 TDs. So that's a good start for a quarterback. And he's a dual threat, and you got to play him the entire time, and that opens the running game up for his running back, and it also requires you to cover all of those receivers. Okay, so you've got your work cut out to slow down this Strom Thurmond offense.
Yeah, and Washington on the other side, these are two of the top quarterbacks in the area.
They are. These two and Cody Boynton, I would say, are the leaders amongst the passers in the area. And tonight you'll get to see both of them kind of extend plays a little bit. Obviously, Tyrese does it a little bit more than Landon does, but he can get out there. And in seeing both of these quarterbacks play, they can really pass the ball really well. Like a lot of high school quarterbacks, you may see them throw kind of some short routes and get their passing yards that way, but neither of these coaches are afraid to let their quarterbacks throw it down the field. So we should see a lot of passing, as Ken has been calling for the last couple of weeks.
and you know, Eric, it surprises me. Landon has only been throwing 10 or 11 passes per ball game, okay? And I thought going into the season, they're a balanced team, but they have been predominantly throughout the season a running ball club with their good runner back Gibson. All right, but I expect tonight that we'll see Washington throw the ball just a little bit more than he has been.
Yeah, well, with the offenses being said, they're both very good offenses, but they also have good defenses too.
Yeah, and earlier in the year I talked to Coach Hillary, and he was excited about their switch in defenses. The last few years they've had a 3-man defensive line. He has moved to a 4-man defensive line because he says he's got 4 of the best defensive linemen he's ever had. He thinks they stack up well, not only in their division, but in the upper divisions too. He said that he thinks they can play. They'll need to be able to do that tonight, by the way. But with the 4-man front, 4 linebackers, 8 men is tough to run against, and North Augusta's got to be able to solve that problem tonight if they're going to be successful.
Well, speaking of the Strom Thurmond defensive line, North Augusta has a couple of guys on their line that can get the job done as well. Trey Lawson, a Tennessee commit, going to play college ball up there next year after he graduates, and he really is a key to their last week's game. He had several tackles for loss. He was really disruptive in the backfield, despite it being a loss. He was able to really get to the quarterback and disrupt some things. So you expect him to be in the backfield a lot again. It's just a matter of kind of staying your lanes and containing Tyrese Nick, because he can get outside and do some things there too. So that pressure has to be kind of on top of him.
And you know, you say tackles for losses. If I'm reading your column today, 11 tackles for losses so far this year. That's a lot in 4 games because you know he's in there a bunch of other times disrupting things, like you say. So Lawson is a force to be reckoned with, and Tyrese Nix may get to visit with him a few times tonight.
Yeah, but the speed that Nix brings is going to maybe offset that. And that's really, both of them do have really good defensive linemen, but they're both key with their linebackers, and the linebackers are always good for these teams.
Yeah, Caleb Wright and Robert Batowski for North Augusta in particular, 2 of the leading tacklers. We've seen that throughout the year, and you expect the linebackers to be good tacklers. Right. Lawson creates problems, and those 2 linebackers are there with whoever else plays back there. Do a very nice job. So it's going to be tough for both teams. I think both teams defensively are playing well. I think North Augusta so far this season is playing better defensively than they are offensively. Tonight would be a nice time for them to juice that offense up just a little bit, because I think they're going to need to score some points.
Yeah, and as good as the linebackers have been, and we see it, don't we, in week out, like you said, there's going to be some passing tonight. Yeah. And the DBs, the cornerbacks and safeties are going to be tested.
Yeah, when I actually saw Strom Thurmond play Saluda had to open up there later on in the game and had to pass because they got down. And Strom Thurmond responded well to that. Mitchell Settles came away with an interception. Tyreek Williams came away with one out there at corner. So those guys really know how to get the job done in the secondary. So they won't shy away from defending anyone or be worried about that passing game.
And the other facet of the game that sometimes we don't spend enough time on is kicking. Okay, Lawson Reel for Strom Thurmond. 5 for 5 on field goal attempts this year so far, the longest of which is 38 yards. 19 out of 20 on extra points. You don't get much better than that, and I think that gives them an advantage. The kicking game for North Augusta so far this year has been so-so. It's, you know, it's okay, but it's nothing to go ooh wow about. I don't believe they've kicked a field goal this year successfully, and they've missed a few extra points, not many but a few. So I'd give an edge on the special teams in terms of kicking, at least, to Strom Thurmond.
Yeah, and the one miss was a big one.
Was a block
by
against
Colin
Colin Flanders. And from what I hear, Colin Flanders just picked the spot where he saw they weren't getting up on the block throughout the game, and he picked that spot and got through. And he was, from what Kyle Dawson told me, who was there, he said he was there about the same time as the ball. So
I was listening to it on the Johnston radio team, and you could hear, you know, the snap, the hold. Oh, he's gonna be blocked. It was instantaneously. So that wasn't on the kicker. That was a little bit of blocking on that backside. All right, well, we're about ready for the Pendarvis kickoff. We're going to take a break. By the way, if you hear the name Ty tonight, we got on Strom Thurmond, Tyrese, Tyrek, and just plain old good old Ty. So I'll probably just use that and interject it in there and be okay.
If you say Ty, you're going to be right most of the time.
No, I'll just stay with that. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back and be ready for the kickoff when we return for the game of the week on ASTV and WRDW My 12. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
Were you recently arrested for driving under the influence? Are you looking for an experienced DUI attorney but don't know where to start? The Chandler Law Firm can help. We know being charged with a DUI is an intimidating and frightening experience. A DUI conviction can lead to fines, court costs, probation, license suspension, and even jail time. Time is of the essence. The sooner you call, the more likely we're able to protect your rights.
You can count on Chandler.
You're looking at the stands at the field at Strom Thurmond High School here on the campus of Strom Thurmond High, where tonight Strom Thurmond High School takes on North Augusta. North Augusta has traveled up the interstate, hung a left on Highway 19 or Highway 25, I guess, if you're coming from North Augusta, and driven up here for one of the better battles that we have every year, North Augusta and Strom Thurmond. And Ken, and we said in the pregame we expected this to be a good game. I really do expect this to be a really good football game tonight.
And we are not alone. Both of these teams traditionally travel well, and this is just an unbelievable amount of people that's here already getting ready for the kickoff. Both sides of the field are covered with fans, both North Augusta and Strom Thurmond. They're close enough that this is a bit of a rivalry, particularly since both of these teams have been very, very good over the years. They've got great football traditions, and we've got a lot of fans here tonight. They're going to see a good ball game, I'm quite certain, and they got a beautiful night for it.
Yeah, cars as far as you can see out there in the parking lot. The fans are filling the stands. And like Coach said, the visitor side, the Strom Thurmond side, which we normally are over there on that side, at least we have been for the last couple of years. And one of the things, in fact, when I was cutting the pregame or the intro into the game for the game of the week in the past years, I used all the cuts from Strom Thurmond that I could because their stands were so full and their fans really get into it. And last year we were here for the Saluda game, which Strom Thurmond did lose that game, but that was one of the more exciting games that we've done. The fans over here on the Saluda side were just rabid as the night went on, and the Strom Thurmond side was trying to back their home team. And it's always like that here, and I'm sure it's going to be that way again here tonight. The captains are on the sidelines and ready to go. North Augusta has gone over, and they're inside their helmet. They'll come shooting out of there shortly. Strom Thurmond, on the other hand, is just outside of their athletic building, which is a beautiful facility that they have in their north end zone.
And if we were at North Augusta, not only would they come through that inflatable helmet, but we'd have motorcycles all around, and they would be buzzing like Yellow Jackets here. Strom Thurmond gracious enough to let them bring their tunnel for their entrance. I think if this were later in the year, or if it was a playoff game, they'd probably say, well, no thank you.
Yeah.
But for right now, you can
leave your helmet at home. Okay. Just come on up. But that is one of the better openings when we're at North Augusta. The sounds, the noise of it all, and the smoke that comes out of that helmet. And we're moments away. Who are our captains tonight, Coach?
All right, let's start with the visitors from North Augusta. And we've got the following as captains. Number 40 is Carlos Cardina, all right, defensive tackle, and he's a senior. Number 50, Trey Lawson, defensive end and tackle, who is also a senior, and he is one of their stars defensively. Number 66, John Luke McNair, offensive lineman, a senior. And number 70, Josh Jackson, tackle and guard, and he also is a senior, all right, and that's 76, Josh Jackson, all right. And for the homestanding Strom Thurmond Rebels, we've got number 3, Tyrese Nick, their quarterback. Number 5, Rashad Bryant, wide receiver and defensive back, who is a senior. Number 22, Mitch Settles, a defensive back, a senior. And number 52, Trey Lanham, offensive line and linebacker, and he is a senior.
All right. Strom Thurmond won easily last week against Emerald, won easily the week before that against Midland Valley. North Augusta has lost their last two, the Lexington into White Knoll. What do you think? Does that play into this at all?
I think it makes them a little bit hungrier as they come into this ball game. Okay, and they started the season out going across the river to play in Georgia and defeated 2 respectable football teams in Georgia, off to a good start. They did play up one division, but I'm sure they were disappointed. Both of the games very competitive. They just happened to come out on the short end of the stick. But I think at this point in the season, we're midway almost, and they want to start building now for their region play. They would love to beat Strom Thurmond. Strom Thurmond, on the other hand, only has 1 loss, and that was an upset. Aiken pulled off the upset on that blocked field goal you talked about earlier, and I'm sure Strom Thurmond, who comes into this game a slight favorite, being that they're playing at home and everything, they want this win also. Anytime you beat a team that's in the upper division, it's a feather in your cap, so they'd like to win this one also.
Yeah, the Aiken-Strom Thurmond game that Coach is referring to, Aiken won that game in overtime, 27-26. Aiken missed an extra point in regulation that would have won it for them, and then in overtime they blocked an extra point with Strom Thurmond, and I guess returned the favor to win that ball game. All right, the teams, and going back to the Aiken game, this is the first year that Aiken, North Augusta, South Aiken, and Midland Valley are all in the same region. That's never happened before. Last year, Aiken was not in the region where North Augusta and South Aiken were. Midland Valley has never played with these 3. So that's interesting, and I think it'll be interesting tonight to see the comparison of how Aiken did manage to pull that win out. It was hard fought, and it was a seesaw affair. They went back and forth. I remember that night we were at South Aiken, where South Aiken was beating White Knoll fairly handily. So this is a proving point. This is one of those games where North Augusta, certainly the bigger school, wants to prove that they're ready for the region play, as you noted. Strom Thurmond, on the other hand, has to be the odds-on favorite to go through their region and win.
All right, and we had North Augusta win the coin toss, and they have deferred to the second half.
It was interesting. The band came out here and actually I think that Strom Thurmond won the toss and deferred. And North Augusta is going to receive the kickoff. Strom Thurmond elected to get the ball first in the second half. If you defer, you most likely are going to receive in the second half. So at any rate, North Augusta will receive and defend the south goal here at Strom Thurmond. From what we understand, they don't have a name for this stadium, but it is a beautiful stadium. They redid it. We're on the visitor side, but this used to be the home side. They redid the other side and put in the athletic center on the other side in the north end zone. And it's a beautiful facility now. One of the nicer places. Grass is always green here.
I tell you, it's a beautiful stadium, and that is the greatest reaction to the teams coming on the field that we've heard this year for sure. When North Augusta took the field, a cacophony of sound over here on the visitor side, and when Strom Thurmond went through their banner, okay, it was louder over on the Strom Thurmond side. It was exciting, okay? These teams, at least the fans are ready to play, and I'm quite certain with these two excellent coaches, the players are going to be ready to play tonight also. Should be a very fine football game.
And it was a cacophony?
A cacophony, man. It was loud. That's what I meant, okay?
Coach,
and all kinds of sounds.
To the dictionary.
and more than two syllables. Probably used it improperly, but at any rate, it sounded
No, it sounded really good. All right. We're ready to go.
And Strom Thurmond is receiving.
Yeah, I've got, I'm used to Strom going to North Augusta, and they wear the dark jerseys.
Yep.
So this is had me thrown. And again, we're on the visitor side.
We're on the visitor
North
side.
Augusta. So Coach had it right.
Hey, can you see the
he looked at me
the
like
yard
I was
markers?
Crazy. We got to get that straight too.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're underway with the Pendarvis kickoff, going to be fielded at the 13-yard line. Got a little gap to come through. Nice return. Oh, still on his feet. And this is Tyrek Williams, one of the three ties. Great return. He brings it up past the 35. Well, they're going to mark him down at the 35-yard line of Yellow Jacket territory. Great opening return.
That was terrific run by Tyrek Williams, and he's only a junior. I've talked about a lot of seniors already, but he's only a junior. Okay, showed some fine speed there, good blocking, nice return. Sets them up so that they're already in 4-down territory. All right, they're on the 35.
Tyrese Nick leads his team out. Called the play over on the sidelines. And let's see what they start out with.
This could be something right here.
He keeps, and North Augusta was ready. They swarm him over. He's going to lose a yard. Bring up 2nd down and 11.
Unusual call. All right, they had 3 wide receivers to the right. Okay, caused a little bit of confusion initially, but then the linebacker did go to the wide side for North Augusta. They came after Nick, and there was no running room at all. Balance set this time.
Dalton Body to the left of Nick. He looks to the sidelines. Get the call. 2 split wide to the left, 2 to the right. Little high snap. Nick gets it down, but Body finds no room to run. And he's going to lose another yard. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. Mitchell Settles checks into the ball game. 3 split wide to the right. Straight drop back, going to throw out to the left. gets a block, comes back, knocked down Rashad Bryant with the catch.
You know, that was a well-executed pass. Took a little longer to develop, so the defense for North Augusta could respond, but the receiver did get a couple of nice blocks out in the corner and nearly had a breakaway.
Picked up 3 yards, 4th down and 9, and Strom Thurmond will go for it. Gonna roll to his right. Got 3 receivers on that side. Pump fakes now. He's got a little room to run. He's gonna be close. And he did not make it. He's gonna come up about a yard short. Great effort by Nick to get there, but North Augusta able to corral him before he passed the 25-yard line. So they spot him at the 26. And that'll be a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 for North Augusta.
Front 4 from North Augusta did a nice job on defense in that series. Trey Baker, Trey Lawson, Carlos Cardenas, and Dalton Tolar.
Landon Washington now at quarterback for North Augusta. Brings a man in motion, flips it to him. That's one of those that probably will go as a pass as he flipped it forward. Jadon Bell.
And he is one of their primary receivers also. Also does a nice job on defense. Neither one of these teams has too many people going both ways, but Bell does go both ways for North Augusta.
Inside handoff. Little crossbuck action. They needed a yard. I don't think they got it.
No, I think they lost the yard there.
Well, they're going to spot him. He's only inches short, just outside the 36-yard line. Has to cross the 36.
Nice tackle that time by Jaquan Edwards.
Going to keep it himself and going to pick it up.
And that probably will be a procedure flag, I'm afraid. I like the idea behind that. They were going to bring the quarterback right up under center.
So that's going to hurt.
Procedure, that does hurt.
Walk back. They'll repeat 3rd down, but now they'll be 5 inches from the 1st down.
And you see that kind of a play frequently at a lot of levels of football now, high school, college, and the pros. Even if they run from the shotgun or the pistol, most of the time, short yardage, they do bring that quarterback up and try to move quickly and just get the foot or 2 that they needed for the first.
Yeah, I was going to say the officials walked off too many yards. It's a 5-yard penalty. The ball was at the 36, and they had it walked all the way back to the 28. So now they've got it right. They're at the 31. So they'll need 5.5 yards here on 3rd down. 2 split wide to the right, 2 to the left. Gibson next to Washington in the backfield. Now he looks over to get the call. Brings a man in motion. Oh, and a snap. Washington wasn't ready for that. So North Augusta going backwards. They picked up the 1st down, but a procedure penalty followed by another procedure penalty has backed them up to where it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
That brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Jackets. Let's hear some noise.
Now you've got to think, the pass is coming, he drops back, straight back, looks to his left, now he's going to run, now he throws. Oh,
wow.
Defense not sure whether Settle's got his hand on it. It looked like it was going to be a completion as Jack Smith was over there open for a second, but Settle's closed on it and knocked it away. So both teams get nothing in their first possession. Strom Thurmond ran 4 plays, turned it over on downs. North Augusta's going to go 3 and out as the punting unit is on. Line drive.
Good punt.
It's far, nice catch. Looking to bring it back on the nice coverage. Good tackle that time by North Augusta to keep Rashad Bryant from going too far. Bryant made a nice over-the-shoulder catch of that line drive punt.
He sure did.
I think it surprised him, the length of it. So the 29-yard line is where Strom Thurmond will start. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10.
Yeah, the average punt for North Augusta this year so far has been around 33, 34 yards, and that one was almost 10 yards longer.
Tyrese Nick, his second time with the ball. Quick out. That was a dangerous pass. North Augusta was there. Tried to get it to Tyrese, or Tyrek Williams. Tyrese to Tyrek. They're going to lose 2 yards.
DeJuan Bell, number 24, not only defeated the blocker, but nearly intercepted that ball. In on the tackle. Great play.
If he'd been inside, he would have been there when the ball got there. As it was, he was outside, but was there to make the tackle. Going to hand all this to Settles with the ball. He's hit. Picked up a yard. So 3rd down and 11. Both teams having a difficult time moving the football. Again, 2 split wide to the left, 2 to the right. Settles in the backfield next to Nick. Nick drops straight back. Now he's going to run forward. Pump fakes. And he's hit. He's going to be short of the 1st down. So the North Augusta defense waiting for him, willing to give up a few yards, and the punting unit will come on.
And thus far, the defensive fronts are dominating this football game.
Picked up 8 yards on the play. 4th down and 3.
And it is Bell, number 24, deep to receive the punt. And we know he's dangerous.
So the first punt of the ball game for Strom Thurmond. End over end. This is returnable. Ooh, that'll be a block in the back.
Oh, yeah.
So this is somewhat academic at this point, as that will come back as
no question.
as one that everybody in the stadium saw. Even the Strom Thurmond fans couldn't say much about that one.
And the North Augusta fans were remarkably quiet. There were no boos ringing out.
Yeah.
It's kind of good when 4 out of the 5 referees throw their flag. That means they're pretty sure of themselves.
Your attention, please. A set of house keys with a Chevrolet key has been found. Contact any.
All right, a walk off 10 yards. The legal block in the back. That backs it up to the 18. So North Augusta will start their 2nd possession. And Gibson going to pick up a couple to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
Bottom of the pile was Shane Brightheart for the Rebels. Gibson's been averaging 28, 29 carries per ball game. He's been the major thrust of their offense.
Quick pass on the slant. Did a little skinny post. Went off his hands.
And this is the first time we've been live with North Augusta this year. But that is what I remember about Landon Washington. That ball was on a rope. Okay, it was just a fire. It looked like it came out of a pistol or something. He has quite an arm.
That was intended for Jadon Daughtry. Couldn't hold on to it. 3 split wide to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd down, 8. Over the middle, he's got his man. He spins. Let's see if he got the 1st down. Jack Smith on the reception. And that moves the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 29.
And well executed on that. Nice touch on that football. And Smith was wide open. That was kind of a screen with no blockers in front of him, just to let him slip out into the open spaces.
They give him the 30-yard line. So a new fresh set of downs. That was a dangerous pass, but a nice catch. It was too high, or it would have possibly been intercepted. And that's number 12 for North Augusta. That makes the catch. That's Mandry Ogletree, junior.
And I don't fault the defensive back for trying to make the interception, but if you're going to come in front of the receiver, you better put some hands on the ball. 1, 2, something.
Another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Gibson squares up, hits him hard. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he kept his feet moving and got forward 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted right at the 50-yard line.
Cardena, number 40, first man in on the tackle that time. One of the captains tonight.
Quick out. And this is number 24, Javon Bell. Good defense that time by Strom Thurmond. They got out there. Really.
Nice reaction, good response coming up on that ball. That was thrown a long way for no gain.
Picked up 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5. North Augusta converted the last 3rd down play they had. See if they can do it again. He's got his man. He dives forward. I think it's Jack Smith. Gets across the 40. That's going to move the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10.
North Augusta doing a nice job with this short passing game. They've got them spread out pretty well.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. So North Augusta driving it now into Rebel territory, and this is Bell. Bell about takes it to the house. Gets it inside the 5-yard line to the 4-yard line.
Now, this is one of the areas that North Augusta has needed to improve. What can they do here in the red zone? They've had a terrific drive right here, well executed. And see if they can take it in.
Hands off. Gibson keeps the legs churning, gets to the 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. North Augusta was stopped by penalties in their opening drive. This time playing error-free and moving it down the field. Only 2 yards outside the Tyler Tire end zone. Gonna keep. Looks for a little seam and gets in. There's Washington on the keeper. Washington puts the first points on the board tonight. North Augusta leads 6-0 with the extra point coming.
Well executed play again down on the goal line. Very nice. A fake to Gibson, and he read the play properly. Takes it himself off tackle. Well done.
Looks to Three-point try. It's up. And it's through. Nice effort coming from the side by Strom Thurmond, but just missed it. 7-0, North Augusta leads. We'll be right back.
Your local home loan expert since 1922 is Security Federal Bank. Our home loan experts will help you choose the ideal home financing solution for your individual needs. Security Federal Bank offers conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, and renovation loans with local underwriting, local processing, local decisions. Call your local home loan experts today at 803-641-3000. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
Federal scoreboard shows North Augusta up 7-0, 1:43 left to go in the first quarter as we take a look at the drivecrescent.com replay as Washington gets into Tyler Tire end zone.
There's the key block right there. Right tackle came across, opened the hole. Well done. Landon Washington looked very, very sharp on that drive. And number 24, Deshaun Bell looked good. Number 13, Jack Smith looked good. The line did a fine job. That's the kind of thing we're kind of used to seeing from North Augusta. Just a very, very well executed, outstanding drive.
Here's the Pendarvis kickoff. Drives it down to the 9-yard line. Bobbled by Settles. Settles picks it up. Finds a crease. Now he tries to get a tackler off of him. He gets to the 39-yard line where it'll be Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 39. And for those of you at home wondering, why don't you tell us who the kicker is? We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't have him in our roster.
On the defending the kickoff, Chris Torres, number 21, and number 44, Trajan Baker. Okay, in on the tackle. Another nice return. Sets him up for a good field position.
We'll have to go ask the North Augusta radio crew who's over here in the visitors box with us. Jason and Bob Bolton here covering the Yellow Jackets. Helmet goes flying. There goes flags. That was an interesting looking play. The helmet went flying through the air. And I think they're going to call a face mask for popping that helmet off against North Augusta. So that'll be a 15-yard walk-off, which will take it into Yellow Jacket territory.
And during that little discussion, able to get the kicker's name for North Augusta. It is number 85, Parker Baxley.
The radio crew did know. All right, so Strom Thurmond gets 15 extra yards there at the 46-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Settles on the carry. It's going to pick up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Ball's at the 43-yard line.
We have seen Settle's speed on the kickoffs. As I watch him going in there against that big defensive line for North Augusta. He's not the largest person we've seen this year running the football, but he is quick.
Now here comes Tyrese Nick. There goes a flag. This may be coming back from where that was thrown. You would expect it to be holding. Discuss it, and they're walking back. So it is holding is the call. So it'll be a 10-yard walk-off. Negates a good run from Nick.
Yeah, that's the best run he's had tonight so far. Coming back, so penalties playing a role in this drive. 1 for and 1 against.
That'll take it back into Rebel territory at the 49. Second down and 15. Crisscross and Settle hit in the backfield and dropped. Loss of 2 yards. Back to the 47.
I believe that was Dalton Toller on the tackle.
And that ends the first quarter. We got 1 in the books. North Augusta leads after 1, 7-0 over Strom Thurmond. We'll take a break here on the Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business along with the best prices, service, and selection is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
1 quarter's in the book. North Augusta leads over Strom Thurmond here in Edgefield, 7-0. Stay tuned at the end of tonight's game. We'll be naming the Center for Dentistry MVP. You'll want to stay tuned once the game is over. Hopefully, not only hear who the MVP is, but have an interview with him as well, which we've had the last few weeks. All right, let's take a look at that last play on the DriveCrescent.com replay.
All right, and I miscalled that last tackle. That's Trajan Baker, number 44 for North Augusta. Good defensive play.
Now, North Augusta's numbers are light yellow or light gold on these white jerseys, and it is difficult to pick up the numbers, especially on the other side of the field. They all blend together. But they look good in their white. And they look good on the scoreboard, leading 7-0. Now we have some movement. It looked to me like North Augusta was moving, but
they were, but the defense can move. And that confused the offense. That was a pretty slick little shift there. I don't know if it was intended to be that or they just realized that they were lined up improperly and were making a last-minute shift, but it certainly confused the Strom Thurmond team, or at least one of the Strom Thurmond team members.
So Strom, after getting well into North Augusta territory, going the opposite direction now after a couple of penalties. 5-yard walk-off takes it back to the 42-yard line, where it's 3rd down and long, 21 yards for the first down. Pick up all the flags, and we're ready to go. 3 split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Nick looks to the right, had one-on-one coverage out there. Now he's going to throw across the field, and incomplete. That's on the far side from us, so hard to tell if his feet were out of bounds. Looked like he made the catch.
And that was well thrown. And they put 3 receivers to the short side of the field once again. Single coverage, one-on-one on the outside. Had the man open. Obviously, from our vantage point, we didn't see how far out of bounds he was, but obviously not in the field of play.
Where he went out of bounds, he would not have had the first down, but Strom, I'm sure, would have gone for it. Been much shorter as it is. And now here comes another flag. I think this is going to be a sideline warning against North Augusta. Yeah, sideline warning, so it won't be a walk-off. That gets coach getting people back. Bell deep to receive for North Augusta. Waiting on the kick. Gets this away. Caught at the 26. Gets up to the 34-yard line where it'll be a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 from the 34 for North Augusta. All right, it's time for our first sideline report from Eric Russell. Eric, what's going on?
Hey guys, right now Williston Elko is up 16-0 on Rich Spring Monetta, and Midland Valley has taken a 16-14 lead over Fox Creek in that game.
Very good.
My upset pick of the week isn't looking so good right at the moment.
No.
Williston Elko doing a job.
Here's Gibson, and here comes a flag. Once again, that's usually holding where that's thrown from. Got the ball up to the 35-yard line.
From where it is, it's either got to be holding or face match, but I'm with you. I think it's holding.
Holding against North Augusta, so a lot of flags flying here.
There are too many flags flying. Birds are supposed to fly. Flags should stay in your pocket.
Spoken like a true coach. Walk off to the 25-yard line. So it brings up first down and 18. Quick throw and hits Smith. Jack Smith with the catch. Big play, and Washington had pressure in his face. We'll have to look at the drivecrescent.com instant replay, because that was a great throw under some pressure to Washington.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've touted him all year long, and I think he is the best thrower in the area, and Smith is wide open, okay?
Run that seam route. Picks up into Strom Thurmond territory. This had just led him by a little bit. Pretty good defense that time by Strom Thurmond.
Yeah. But you know what? I like the call, okay? Stretch the field on him. Make him aware that you're not afraid to throw it deep like that. Loosen things up a little bit. And again, that was a beautifully thrown tight spiral by Washington.
Pass was intended for Jadon Daltrey. So, ball spotted at the 45, 2nd down and 10. 3 split wide to the right, nobody to the left. And throw the short out. And Bell can't get a block. Made about 3 or 4 or 5 people miss. Still a big pickup to the 38-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Pickup of 7 on the play. 3 split wide to the left. And Strom Thurmond jumps. It's automatically offsides against Strom Thurmond. That'll give North Augusta another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 as the walk-off goes to the 33-yard line. Goes quickly out. He's open. That's Jack Smith on the far side. He catches it, moves it into the 28-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards, 2nd down 6. Sunset, and it's a pleasant evening here in between Edgefield and Johnston. Here's Gibson and Strom Thurmond all over that.
And Strom Thurmond has done a very fine job so far against the run. They are susceptible to the pass tonight, just the way North Augusta is running their offense. They're executing it very well.
Loss of 3, 3rd down and 9. Now he's rolling to his right. And that pass a little bit off, intended for Smith. So it brings up 4th down and 9, and I believe this is 4-down territory.
I think so. And that pass, really the first one that they looked out of sync. Either the receiver didn't exactly know where he was going to go, or the quarterback and he were not on the same page. Didn't look sharp right there, but they've looked sharp most of the night, I can tell you.
Now we're going to have a stop on the clock. Got a Bragg Heating Company timeout. North Augusta takes that one. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. 8:57 left to go here in the second quarter till halftime. And North Augusta leads 7-0 over Strom Thurmond, but a big 4th down play coming up here, Coach.
It sure is. We can already see how they're going to set up. They're going to have their 3 receivers down here to our side of the field. And they've been able to get one of the 3 open virtually at will, so let's see what they do here.
They'll also have Dreek Waltower split wide to the left, so 4 wide receivers. Gibson in the backfield next to his quarterback, Landon Washington. Now they look over and see if they want to change anything. Or not. Ready to go, looking downfield. And that was a bullet right into the defense.
Good coverage that time by Strom Thurmond. Okay, he threw that in between 5 defenders. And his inside receiver probably was open, who was dragging across short. But he was looking for that deeper slant pattern, and Strom Thurmond was ready for it.
Looking for that 1st down.
Yep.
Got to get the 9 yards. So the ball turns over on downs. Both teams have done that now in this end of the field, right around the 30-yard line. So Strom Thurmond takes over. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Nick fakes, keeps, hit hard as he gets up to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 4, 2nd down 6.
In on that tackle, Caleb Wright, one of the leading tacklers for North Augusta, number 8.
Quick throw out. Rashad Bryant makes a man miss, but good containment by North Augusta. They blow him, he doesn't go down, but they blow the ball dead. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
And we see that sometimes in on that play as a pass defender or breaking on the pass. Number 8, Caleb Wright, and also Julian Weathers, number 4.
Strom trying to get the play in. Nick calls out the play. Rolls to his right. Feels some pressure, now going to try to run away. Does a good job staying on his feet.
Oh, he made it.
He's going to be close, but he fumbled there at the end. And I believe Strom Thurmond recovered it. They may say he was down. Not 100% sure.
Well, he had the 1st down anyhow.
That was all Nick there. He was about 5 yards short, and he started battling.
And they need that to happen. They need something. They need a spark, okay? And he's their spark plug, so let's see if he can get him rolling.
Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Handoff to Settles Makes a man miss.
Flag on play.
I was thinking that was going to be a face mask. I don't know if that was the call.
It was late.
They got a hand up around the face, and it is.
You got it.
Face mask against North Augusta. It's a 5-yard variety. It's the garden variety.
Yeah, not flagrant, just a hand on the face mask.
Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. So midfield stays first down. 1st and 2. Now I'm going to keep, gets to the edge. Probably enough to get the first down. He's right at it. They're going to say he got it by a yard and move the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line of Yellow Jacket territory. Place the ball at the 47 and a half. Now they move the ball to the 47. I'm not sure how that works. Fakes the handoff. Now going deep. He's got a man by himself. Makes the catch.
Oh, he's going to go.
Stays in bound, and he's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond. Rashad Bryant makes a circus catch. Spins around, stays in bounds. And we're 1 point away from a tie ball game.
And a nice job of keeping his balance. The defender was right there. Lost his balance, and Rashad kept his and carries it into the end zone easily. Nice throw by Nick. The receiver did have a step, and he put it right there.
So Lawson Reel on to try the point after to tie this ball game up with 6 minutes exactly left to go in the ball game. It's up, and it's good. And we're tied at 7 here on the Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
And we talked about Lawson Reel at the pregame show. Nice kicker and good height on the ball. And very comfortable doing it, obviously.
All right, we'll keep it here. Let's see if they've got the drivecrescent.com replay, because this is a good one.
Pretty good protection. He did have some pressure. That's a nice catch.
Nice balance.
That's real nice balance. Well done.
Not sure that the defender grabbing him might have helped keep his balance.
Maybe.
Spun him a little bit around.
Now we've got a ball game, 7-7. Big play.
Here on the home field, Strom Thurmond. Pretty much what we would expect in this ball game.
Well, I frankly thought that North Augusta was getting the better of it, but that big play right there could shift the momentum a little bit.
Well, North Augusta definitely has been the team that's looked the best, but they haven't taken advantage of their opportunities and only have the one touchdown on the board. And Strom Thurmond, if we know anything about Strom Thurmond, they're going to play dogged tough. All right, here's a fair catch call.
It's a nice call.
At the 20-yard line. Actually caught it at the 19.
We talked about it earlier, and there's an example. The kickoff returners for North Augusta, very explosive, very, very talented. All right, so they take them out of the ball game by just kicking it short, kick it nice and high so they get good coverage. Has to be a fair catch. Nicely done by the receiver of that kick, by the way. All right. Both teams obviously worked on that. Well executed by both sides. Good coaching.
So North Augusta plays for the first time without a lead in quite a while. There's a handoff. And Gibson looked to have daylight, but spun down quickly, and as it is, he only gets a yard and a half. Brings up second down.
Jones, Brightheart, and Moore in to stop that play.
Nice little pass there, curl on the sidelines. As Bell makes the catch. Well-timed play. That was executed well. 31-yard line. Move the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10.
I'm impressed by their offensive strategy tonight in the passing game. 3 receivers up top there now. To the left. Tough to cover them.
Now into open field. Gibson with lots of room. This is his biggest run of the night. He gets down to the 40-yard line. Into Rebel territory. North Augusta looking to answer Strom Thurmond.
And that's the first significant run that Gibson has had. Spark for North Augusta. Oh, there's a nice kick-out block. Had him spread out all over the field with that trips formation. Created some running room.
Trips to the left, one to the right. Handoff again. Gibson hits hard. Picks up 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Ball's at.
And that's the Gibson we expected in these last 2 runs, Ed. I mean, the first run was terrific for big yardage, and that one was a powerful run.
Oh, tipped up in the air. North Augusta had a man. That was Jack Smith. Washington gets it tipped and goes straight up.
Yeah, number 77, Trey Moore, tipped that ball. That's a big defensive play because he did have an open receiver on that slant.
Same formation. Goes back, going to look to the right. Had single coverage, and Bell makes a heck of a catch. And they're going to say he was juggling it incomplete.
Whoa, let's see that one again.
We'll have to go to the crescentdrive.com instant replay. Of course, it won't help the Yellow Jackets.
And it won't help the officials, but if we can see that, let's see what we think. Let's see what the eye in the sky thinks. Ball is well thrown.
The back judge came over and said he was bobbling it as he went out of bounds, so they called it incomplete. So another big 4th down play. North Augusta failed on this their last time down the field at the 30. They're at the 35 now. And once again, North Augusta going to call a timeout and talk about it. So we'll take a break with them as well. It's a Bragg Heating Company timeout on the field. 7-7 our score.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Angle on the Crescent, drivecrescent.com instant replay on that play that they just called incomplete. Well, that's the same angle.
Yeah.
Well, we know his feet were inbounds, but like I said, the back judge said he was juggling it.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
There's this play.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit.
All right. So here we go, 4th down, 6 yards. Pressure, throws quickly out. Hard running by Gibson, going to pick up the 1st down this time. And they're going to call holding against North Augusta, and they'll bring it back. So a 10-yard walk-off, and we've had our share of flags on both sides
We
tonight.
sure have. Daggone.
That was in the backfield. And they were coming through chasing Washington. Washington went to his outlet, safety outlet over here in Gibson. And Gibson had the first down, but it's a 10-yard walk-off back to midfield. So now the punting unit will come on the field.
That was a strong run by Gibson after the catch. He is a powerful young man.
Rashad Bryant back to try to receive the punt. Now the referee's going to come over and talk to the coach for North Augusta. Don't think he appreciated the holding call.
I'm sure not.
I think the referee said, we don't care if you appreciate it or not. Something like that. Baxley punts. Oh, fumbles it. That's one of those dangerous running up to try to catch it on the fly. And very fortunate Strom Thurmond recovers it on the 20-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9 for Strom Thurmond, which would be Javen Holston.
Bryant, one of the explosive people for Strom Thurmond. Let's see here if we can.
It's a short kick, and he was trying to come up here and make a play.
Bryant fumbles it, and yeah, I think you're right. I believe it was number 9. Nice call, Ed.
So Nick back at quarterback, and now we've got a timeout. Before there was movement and another flag, we get a timeout. There's a Bragg Heating Company timeout on the field. So what do you think about all the flags?
I don't like them. That's what I think about them. I don't like, and you know, some of the flags, and I'm not saying the ones that we've been watching tonight, but some of the flags that get called at all levels of football are unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. You have a play that's way to the right, and somebody on the left-hand side that's out of the play completely gets called for holding. I think they should forget that. Or offsides, or, you know, a lot of the things. Come on.
Well, some of them, they were watching the Clemson-Georgia Tech game last night. They called an interference call on Clemson, which was obvious. The kid pushed the Georgia Tech defender, and that was a good call. And then there was another one where they called holding on Georgia Tech, and probably the only big play Georgia Tech had all night. And it was obvious they held number 42, I forget his last name, for Clemson, and he would have made the tackle if they hadn't held him. So some plays, like you said, are warranted.
If they're in the area, I'm okay with it, but the ones that are not in the area especially, I don't like.
Here comes a running play to Settles, and a flag follows in, and the referee calls in as another holding call. And it's one of those things where they start calling them and then you start looking for it, I do believe. I'm not saying that it's not there, but like you said, that was trailing the play.
And you know, the way that football's played nowadays, it's all hands, okay? And you put your hands out to block, you put your hands out to shed the blocker, all kinds of things, okay? You could probably call holding on every play.
And once you start rolling, start calling it, then you're almost obligated, I think they feel obligated to call it whenever you see anything that's close.
You know,
this is the most penalties we've seen this year. It's been unusual this year to see many flags. Oh, man, all by himself, Rashad Bryant. He had to slow down and make sure he caught it because this is going to go 90-something yards. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond, and that was a busted play on the defense.
Oh, absolutely. I got to see that one again. How did he? I mean, he's 25 yards behind everybody. That can't happen.
First down and 20, and he was all by himself, and I think that was one like the Barnwell play where Earl Bostic, we asked him what was he thinking. He said, I was
Don't
thinking,
drop it.
please,
please let me catch this.
That was Bryant. Bryant slowed down, looked it in, made sure he had it, and it was clear sailing to take the 13-7 lead. Extra point coming on.
And after this extra point, I hope we can get the replay. I got to see
good.
that one. I can't imagine that he got that open. I mean, that's crazy.
14-7 is our score on a first down and 20 at the 10-yard line. A 90-yard play. Even
I mean,
out of the camera.
There's no defenders.
and Rashad, Bryant is one of the top receivers. We already saw him score the first touchdown. You got to think that they're going to watch him. Of course, coming into this game, we were talking about it before the game, you and I were, of Strom Thurmond and their top receiver. If I can find the right thing real quick here. It was, well, I guess that was the North Augusta receiver who had only 5 catches.
5 catches, but he had a lot
Jack
of yardage.
Smith that had 194 yards on the season. Now, he's caught a bunch of passes.
Yeah.
He may have caught 5 tonight.
You're
but
right.
his yard per catch was 38.8 coming into tonight.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody that wide open before, ever.
Again, this is going to be a fair catch, this time at the 24-yard line. And obviously North Augusta practiced that this week and that's Jack Smith there getting over in his position, and they told him if it's kicked to you, fair catch. So North Augusta, who led 7-0 for most of the first quarter into the second quarter with 3:08 left to go here in the second quarter. North Augusta trails now 14-7 here on Strom's home field. Little screen pass through it over over Gibson's head.
That ball's got to get touched anyhow. I'm still flabbergasted at that touchdown pass.
That was a good call. He was open and would have gone for long. No. On this play.
On this play, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Not the one on Bryant. Now Gibson gets a little gap, moves it up to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 6. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
And Gibson, to me, looks like he has a little mean on right now, or a little angry on right now, because he is running hard. There wasn't a whole lot there, and he's making something out of nothing.
They go to him again. Stay with the horse. He gets up over the 35-36. That'll move the chains.
Another flag.
We have a flag on the play.
Face mask.
So they're going to mark this one off against Strom Thurmond. Let's see if it's the garden variety face mask. 5 more yards to the 42-yard line. That'll move the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Clock moves inside of 3 minutes.
And you asked me about the penalties. Anything that is dangerous, like a face mask, okay, chop block, something like that, they got to call those things.
Now on the slant, nice catch this time by Bell. They don't say he's bobbled in it this time. Ball into Rebel territory at the 42-yard line. And North Augusta is back where they were just a little while ago. They've been down here 3 times in a row. They haven't got anything to show for it yet. Here comes Gibson. Spins around. He's finished. Good sure tackle that time by number 2, Cadario Herman.
You know, that formation that they just used there with the 2 wideouts to the left, single wideout here, quarterback and running back in the backfield, I think is one of the toughest offensive sets to defend at the high school level.
And they come back with that. What it does, it sets up that man-on-man coverage.
You got
here
man-on-man down here.
And here comes Gibson again. He gets spun around, but he's thrown for a gain. And he may have picked up another first down. He did. Give him 11 yards on that carry. I think the final 3 was from Strom Thurmond throwing him toward the end zone as they head toward the Tyler Tire end zone. And now we're going to have a timeout. And it'll be Strom Thurmond taking this one on the Bragg Heating Company timeout. We'll keep it right here. We got 1:33 left to go, and North Augusta, I think, needs to get a little confidence going into the locker room. They've moved the ball. They've been down here in this part of the field in the second quarter with nothing to show for it.
And like I say, Bell running much more successfully here in the second quarter than he did in the first quarter.
Gibson.
And like I say, Gibson, excuse me. And what we have set up is you got 4 wideouts. Okay, it spreads the defense out. You really only have 6 defenders in the box, and as a general rule of thumb, you only have 6 run the football. And they've done that successfully now with Bell. Bell out on a one-on-one coverage here. He's a threat to score anytime. You got Gibson, who now has some running room, and you got those 3 defenders in the trip set that are hard to cover. Somebody's been open all night.
Washington sets him down. Looks to his right, looks for the screen pass. He has it. A nice spin by Gibson. Gibson may be able to take it all the way in. He does. Touchdown, North Augusta. Here comes a flag late as they throw it back behind the play.
Oh, now see that.
Well, 15 yards. He was in the end zone when he threw that flag.
Well, now that's.
And they're going to call holding against North Augusta.
Whoa.
And bring it back.
Now that's kind of an example of, I mean, come on. The kid's 25 yards down the field ahead of him.
Well, the part I don't like from where he called that, he's not watching the ball. His job's to call it in the end zone, and he's looking back down the field. And they're asking Strom Thurmond if they're going to take the penalty.
I think they'll take the penalty. Sure.
And watch this.
All right. Now that's just like a running play, basically.
Well, that's not it there. So it's right about here. And it does look like he tackled him right there. But, you know, what are you going to do?
If I'm the offensive line coach, I'd say that's a pretty nice block. That's a pancake.
Well, they're calling it both ways.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Now they're going for the end zone again. Bell's back there. Oh, nice defense that time. Number 9, Jevin Holston got his hand on the ball. That was touchdown all the way. During that walk back, they walked it back 10 yards. So it was first down, but it was first down in about 3 yards. Now it's second down and 3. Now they go back to Gibson. Gibson's going to get the first down. It looked like he might be able to break it. They pull him down at the 15. That stops the clock with 1:11 left to go here until halftime.
They are doing a terrific job as far as I'm concerned. They're mixing their plays. They're running the football effectively. They're throwing it effectively. Penalty killed them, but they've got them on their heels right now defensively.
Brian Thomas probably ready to blow a gasket down there. Yard gain on that. Clock continues to roll. Now North Augusta's got 1 timeout left. Second down and 9. They're taking their time.
Yeah, they better not take too much time. Let's go here.
Looks to his left, throws it over the middle, hit him. Defense, North Augusta crowd would like a interference. Pass was intended for number 1, Drake Waltauer. He couldn't pull it in.
I tell you, that's a nice route, a nice throw, and good defense. He's one-on-one coming across here. He got his hand in there. I don't know if he put his hand on his back or not, but he got the hand in there to block that pass. That was a terrific defensive job.
So the clock shows 35 seconds, but it's third down. North Augusta can pick up the first down. Now throws it in the end zone. That's going to go out the side. Incomplete. Had people, looked like there was some confusion in the middle of the field as everybody else seemed to be right in the middle of the field in front of the goalpost. And too many people, that's pretty easy to cover. Had the one sprinting for that corner.
All right, Parker Baxley coming in. So far, he's had a good night. Let's see if he can make his first field goal of the year.
Kick is up. And it's no good. It's wide right. Didn't get it up to the left, and North Augusta has a tough second quarter.
He had plenty of leg. Just wide right.
Rebels take over with 23.9 seconds left in the first half.
So got to figure Strom will come out here, and here we got an instant replay. We got a pretty good angle on this, and you can see it stays to the right.
Yep.
So you got to figure Strom's going to take a knee, run out this clock, and be glad to have a 14-7 lead here at the half. We're not going to have yardage statistics, but I bet North Augusta, you take out the two big plays for Strom Thurmond, North Augusta's had their way.
Yeah, North Augusta has been impressive tonight offensively, I think. Both teams were playing very good defense. Two big plays for Strom Thurmond. One that I'm still trying to get in my mind how it could be that open. The other one was a nice catch and then run. Rashad, number 5, Rashad Bryant, both times the receiver on those very, very long, 70 and 80 yards for those two things.
Yeah.
So that was impressive. And I got to tell you, North Augusta showed me in that second quarter, even though they didn't score, they've got the offense now that can move the ball against Strom Thurmond. They're going to put some points on the board in the second half. Okay, Strom cannot defend everything. There's what I used to call it, we're going to spread them and then shred them, and I think that's what can happen in the second half here because North Augusta looks pretty sharp, and they've been very close.
And Gibson is running the football much better here in the second quarter than he did in the first, and he's got some receivers open. He had some tough breaks. He had the pass down here called the bobble on Bell.
Yep.
And then the touchdown that got called back on the holding play. So North Augusta is certainly going in the locker room probably not feeling too bad about themselves. They're bad about the points maybe, but from a standpoint of playing football,
I think they went in frustrated myself. I'm sure the coach is frustrated because they did some nice things and they've got the scheme that can work. All right, and they got a couple penalties that hurt them and a couple of bad mistakes hurt them. And other than that, heck of a football game. And I think this is a terrific game to watch. There's a lot going on out there with some talented athletes on both sides. And I'm impressed by the linemen on both sides. They've been doing a good job, both offensively and defensively. And we came into this game expecting that to happen. And those kids are pretty daggone good out there.
We're at the half. 14-7 is our score. Strom Thurmond leads North Augusta. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be entertained by the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band when we return on the Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
When I came in, Dr. Leah made me feel at ease. I felt comfortable. I wasn't as nervous as I usually am about the dentist. What set this dentist office apart from other dentists I've been to is the modern technology. When I came in, she pretty much explained everything, and I got to actually see what she was going to be able to do. I'm really terrified about coming to the dentist, but she made me feel so comfortable. Because of Dr. Leah, I can smile.
What's the foundation for a great community? I'd say it's being there for your neighbors during the best of times and the worst of times. We have a hospital that does just that. Aiken Regional Medical Centers provides over $72 million a year in uncompensated care for those in need. I call that neighbors caring for neighbors.
I've worked at our family's dealership for over 14 years, and I've watched how my dad treats his customers. I've seen them come back again and again because we treat them right. Now that I'm stepping up to be the general manager, I plan on carrying on that tradition because treating people right sets Satcher apart from the competition. We know you're going to shop around, but remember, at Satcher Ford, you're always going to pay the prices you're quoted. No dock fees, no surprises. That's the way Dad does it. That's how I'll continue to do it.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business along with the best prices, service, and selection is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
Unsure of the forecast? Security Federal Trust, a division of Security Federal Bank, has you covered with expert services to help you build, manage, and protect your future for you and your loved ones. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives. Security Federal Bank has a long tradition of focusing on the customers we serve. That's why we offered the convenience of the area's only 7-day banking at our Columbia County location on Evanstown Center Boulevard. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
Were you recently arrested for driving under the influence? Are you looking for an experienced DUI attorney but don't know where to start? The Chandler Law Firm can help. We know being charged with a DUI is an intimidating and frightening experience. A DUI conviction can lead to fines, court costs, probation, license suspension, and even jail time. Time is of the essence. The sooner you call, the more likely we're able to protect your rights.
You can count on Chandler.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie Johnston, owner of Crescent Automotive. Let me show you guys around. Our sales staff has over 75 years of experience servicing the CSRA's automotive needs. We offer everyday low windshield pricing, and every vehicle sold comes with a warranty and a Carfax history report. Our inventory changes daily, so come see us soon. We'll make you feel right at home. Or shop online at drivecrescent.com. And remember,
everybody drives Crescent. You should too.
When I came in, Dr. Leah made me feel at ease. I felt comfortable. I wasn't as nervous as I usually am about the dentist. What set this dentist office apart from other dentists I've been to is the modern technology. When I came in, she pretty much explained everything, and I got to actually see what she was going to be able to do. I'm really terrified about coming to the dentist, but she made me feel so comfortable. Because of Dr. Leah, I can smile.
What's the foundation for a great community? I'd say it's being there for your neighbors during the best of times and the worst of times. We have a hospital that does just that. Aiken Regional Medical Centers provides over $72 million a year in uncompensated care for those in need. I call that neighbors caring for neighbors.
I've worked at our family's dealership for over 14 years, and I've watched how my dad treats his customers. I've seen them come back again and again because we treat them right. Now that I'm stepping up to be the general manager, I plan on carrying on that tradition, because treating people right sets Satcher apart from the competition. We know you're going to shop around, but remember, at Satcher Ford, you're always going to pay the prices you're quoted. No dock fees, no surprises. That's the way Dad does it. That's how I'll continue to do it.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business along with the best prices, service, and selection is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
Unsure of the forecast? Security Federal Trust, a division of Security Federal Bank, has you covered with expert services to help you build, manage, and protect your future for you and your loved ones. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
Bozeman Valley hadn't traveled down here.
Like a little.
This is something you don't always see, but it looks like they may be coming over to entertain the visitor side now. They've done a nice job with the home crowd. Turn their attention over here.
I have a feeling the way they're set up, they're going to turn around and play the other way for. The Strom Thurmond High School, the award-winning Strom Thurmond High School marching band, entertaining us here at halftime.
Very impressive. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice percussion section. Yeah, they go all out here at the school. All right, Eric, as you can see, is with us down on the sidelines. Had a little repair at halftime on his headset. And you have any updates on scores for us?
I do, actually. Right now, all these games are in halftime, and Williston Elko is up 24-14. Silver Bluff is up 13-12 right now. Miller Valley has taken a 23-21 lead in the halftime on Fox Creek, and Blackville Hilda is actually leading 6-0 at halftime on Wagner Sally.
Well, that's a surprise.
Well, all four of those are a little surprising to me. Okay, the score is a little surprising, but we're only at halftime.
Yes.
Now, what'd you think at the first half down here in this ball game?
It's been an impressive first half, close game as I expected. North Augusta is not happy going into the locker room after that final drive there. Couldn't get in because of a penalty behind the play. All the coaches on the sideline seemed to think he was already in by the time the penalty occurred, but the referees thought otherwise. And then they couldn't connect there on those final couple passing plays after the passing game had been so effective there early on. So missed opportunities there going into halftime.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about pre-game was that Landon Washington wasn't throwing the ball that often. He's throwing it tonight. He's throwing it all over the park tonight, and looks very, very good doing it.
Yes, I have him down for 22 passes and 148 yards right now. So
that's a good half so far.
Yeah.
Do you have anything in terms of total offense?
I do not have totals.
I would say that, well, of course, Strom had the two big plays, and obviously the team is enjoying some time with you there.
Yeah, I think the fans are excited.
But from a standpoint of, they had two big plays, the 90-yard play, of course, where he was wide open all by himself. From your angle, could you tell what went wrong?
I could not see what went wrong. I think I had the same reaction as everyone on the North Augusta sideline. I looked up, and he was standing there waiting on the ball, and it seemed like everyone else on the sideline over here looked up and saw the same thing at the same time. So I did not see what went wrong, but it went wrong in a big way.
You know what? Here's my latest theory on that, because I've never seen anybody that open. I think they only had 10 guys on the field. Okay? I think somebody was not on the field at that point that was supposed to be responsible for the right side defensive back, and that's the only way I can figure that somebody could get that open.
And that'd be a fairly good explanation. And then, of course, the other touchdown, I think it was around the 50-yard line, maybe a little further
Yeah, I have
in.
it as 48.
48? All right, so 48-yard pass, great catch by Bryant, but even better, tightrope walk over there, staying in bounds and getting in for the touchdown. You take those two plays away, and North Augusta pretty much had their way.
Pretty much they were able to move the ball through the air, got the run game going there a little bit later on, so they were really effective on offense, but those big plays will kill you every time, and Strom Thurmond got two of them, and North Augusta got one taken away. That's pretty much the difference in this one now.
Very good football game, though. I'm enjoying it myself, and I think you probably are down there on the sideline, too. It's exciting. Lots of talent on display, and both coaches are trying to use the talent that they have. It appears to me that North Augusta has a little bit more strength and depth than Strom Thurmond does, but Strom Thurmond, dangerous, okay, and they are all over the field trying to make up for the fact that they might be outsized just a little bit.
Yeah, they certainly seem to also pick it up there at the end on defense in the secondary in terms of defending some of those passes down there on that final offensive drive. So we'll see if that continues into the second half, or North Augusta is able to mimic the success they had early on in the first half.
Well, I really believe, and I said this, and I don't know if you could hear it, but I really think they've got a good offensive scheme tonight, North Augusta. I think they're doing a nice job with it, and a couple tough breaks. They got to be very frustrated. They should be up in this ball game, and they're behind by a touchdown.
Yeah. I think it's pretty interesting too that this is, I think, our 5th game of the season, and I don't think we've seen in the first 4 games as many holding calls as we've seen tonight.
There's been a couple holding calls, a couple face mask calls as well. I haven't seen that many face mask calls.
Well, the face mask, actually, you can see the face mask. So that, nothing there, but holding, as Coach pointed out, you call holding every single time. They seem to want to call it tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, thanks. We're getting ready to have the Pendarvis kickoff for the second half, and our score, Strom Thurmond 14, North Augusta 7, and let's see, Strom Thurmond will get the ball first.
They'll get the ball. Okay, they're going to get the kickoff, and they're going to want to obviously move the football here. And North Augusta, I really believe, should feel good about how they played defense, except for those 2 busted plays or really long pass plays. So it's going to be an interesting second half. I think one of the things that's good for both teams, very few players going both ways, so they've got fresh legs out there on both offense and defense for the most part.
Actually, North Augusta, we got into this discussion at the beginning of the deference of who deferred what, but North Augusta is going to get the ball first. Obviously,
Well, you know what
They got
may
the
have happened?
receiving team.
They may have elected to defend a goal or something at the beginning. That could have been their
It's
choice.
possible.
There's a couple things that they could have done because they did win the toss.
So North Augusta will defend the north goal here in the third quarter. Lawson Rio out to kick off. Now he's been kicking it short, kicking it to his right. And Jack Smith, who's lined up at about the 28-yard line, has been fair catching it over there. Now he's going to go ahead and kick it to the other side, and there's nobody over there. That's going to go out of bounds, so they'll bring it out to the 35-yard line. And they were better at taking the fair catch at the 20 than kicking it out of bounds on the other side of the field. So a break for North Augusta. They get good field position. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10 from the 35. Landon Washington, who had a good first half, only has 7 points to show for it, but leads his team out. I think we're going to see a lot of green in this half. And there's 5 free yards to start. I guess that's a hard count. Went maybe on a little different cadence than what they opened the game with. Big Jemiah Harrison drawing off sides. And it's automatic in high school football. Once you break the plane on defense, you're off sides. Back to pass. Now going to run straight up the middle. Washington's got some room, got some big yardage. Over to 50 in the Yellow Jacket territory. The 47-yard line, they'll move the chains. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10.
And you know, that adds another dimension to the offense when Washington decides to run it. The only thing I don't like, it looks like he took a shot there. He's a little gimpy right at the moment.
He looks winded.
Yeah.
Now he's busted play. He's just going to get down. I'm sure a coach was yelling, get down on the sidelines. He was headed into no man's land with nothing but Rebel football players waiting for him. He gained a yard. 2nd down and 9. But you're right, he looks gimpy.
Well, he just doesn't look 100%. And that's the only danger. He's had a couple of injuries over his high school career so far.
This time he does hand off to Gibson. Gibson brings it up over the 45 down to the 43. Bring up 3rd down and 5. Washington barks the hard count. Almost got a jump. Throws that high. That was intended for Waltower, and he could not bring that one down.
Yeah.
So 4th down, the punting unit comes on. So North Augusta able to pick up a 1st down, but unable to get any further than that. Baxley's on to punt with Rashad Bryant deep to receive.
Washington came to the sideline, pointed to himself as he was walking by the coach. He said, that one's on me. That was a little high on that last throw.
That's a low punt. Bryant makes some people miss. He's been elusive. And they were running out of bounds.
That's a good run.
And a flag follows the play. That's back inside the 10-yard line down at the 9. And you got to figure that's going to be a walk-off against the Rebels on the return. Legal block in the back is the call. That'll be half the distance to the goal. And Strom Thurmond will be backed up inside the 5-yard line.
You know what I think we forgot? North Augusta kicked off to start the ball game. That's what it was. Remember the long run down here by Williams to start the ball game?
Well,
I think that's right.
It was the deferred. So
yeah, that's right. So
and North Augusta deferred.
That's right.
I had that right.
North Augusta deferred. That's all it was.
All right. From the 4-yard line, Strom Thurmond gets started. Now breaking.
Wow. Good run.
Good run. Gets it out past the 15 to the 17.
And that's a name we have not seen run the football so far, Jaquan Edwards. And that was a nice job. Good run. Gets him some breathing room.
They've got a full backfield back there with Nick. Nick has to jump for that. Gets it down. Well, that's out over the 20. They look like they found something they wanted to exploit on that left side.
And you know, it's kind of neat. People talk about it all the time. What kind of adjustments will you make at halftime? We did not see this formation at all in the first half. Come out in the second half, new formation, 4 backs, 2 lead blockers so far in both of these first plays. Pretty effective.
2nd down and 5. Stay with that inverted wishbone. And Nick gonna keep it. He's gonna get up over the 25. That'll be close to a first down, but it'll be a 3rd down and 1. 26-yard line. Quick out, and that's going to lose yardage. That's going to be incomplete pass. They tried to get it out to Bryant, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And this deep in their territory, you got to figure they're going to punt, but they're keeping the offense out there.
How about this? What a gutsy call this is, unless they're going to try the hard count like you like to see every once in a while.
And I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
See if you can draw them off. If you can't draw them off, you don't want to take a chance here. No. I don't know if they'll call timeout. They'll call a timeout. Actually, heating in air. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
That would have been something if they had gone for it.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
All right, here we go.
Bragg Heating Company timeout is done, and the punting unit comes on for Strom. We had to figure they weren't going to risk giving North Augusta with a 7-point lead in the 3rd quarter. That would maybe not have been the smartest thing in the world to go for it on 4th down this deep, especially after they just came nowhere close on 3rd and 1.
Now I'm curious to see where he punts this football. I don't think it's going to go right down the middle. I'd be surprised.
Well, Bell has shown he's pretty dangerous. He's deep to receive. He gets that one off. That's a pretty good punt. He's going to run away from it.
I think that is so smart.
Kicked it down the sideline.
That's right.
So North Augusta gets it for the 2nd time here in the first half. They're at the 42-yard line. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10. Stay tuned for the end of tonight's ball game, where we'll be naming the Center for Dentistry MVP. Got some pretty good candidates for that, both quarterbacks. Certainly, Rashad Bryant got to be in the equation.
I think he does.
Anybody can get that open.
We've got a lot of football left to go, though. Somebody will step up this second half.
And looks like North Augusta jumped on that one. That'll be a 5-yard walk-off. Remains first down, 1st and 15.
You know, this is a little bit unusual tonight. More penalties than you normally see. By this time in the season, generally speaking, you've eliminated some of those things like the offsides and the illegal procedure. But we've seen a number of them tonight.
And two teams that we would regard as two of the better teams in the area, so it is a bit strange. There's Gibson. He's going to get 4 of the 5 yards back. He'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Two split wide to the right, 2 to the left. Oh. Washington put a little bit too much on that. Jack Smith couldn't get to it. Incomplete, 3rd down and 11.
Really like the reaction of the linebacker Edwards on that, coming from the middle of the field to get a hand on that ball.
I think Washington rushed that a little bit. He throws a bullet though. That was tipped, intercepted. And bringing him down from behind, that's Bell able to close the gap, keep him from going too far, but good turnover for Strom Thurmond as Strom Thurmond flips the field now, gets it to midfield as opposed to being down deep in their own territory. And it looked like it may have been tipped at the line.
It was tipped by somebody. I think it was the linebacker right there. And number 23, Amani Jones, picks it off, but that was definitely tipped by one of the underneath defenders, one of those linebackers dropping into his pass area, and tip drill comes in handy sometimes.
Strom fakes the run. This is a screen. Reese does a good job of staying away, but he's going to come down now. And he got held up, and I was afraid he was going to take a shot.
Yep.
As it is, he ran him out of bounds at the 45. That's a loss of 5 yards. 2nd down and 15.
That's a loss of 5, but it was going to be a loss of 15 or 20.
Yeah, it was going to be a lot worse than that if he kept running backwards. He ran a long way to lose 5 yards. So they come back to this inverted wishbone. Gonna hand it off. This is Settles. Settles gets to the edge, but not too far. He's gonna gain 3.5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down. We call it 12.
That's a nice open field tackle by Jarrett Kelly, number 6.
Nick quick to his left, gets his receiver. He's not going to pick up the 1st down. He'll be well short. Bryant on the catch. Gets it into Yellow Jacket territory at the 47, but I believe we'll see the punting unit and the punting unit coming on the field. But the interception does flip the field. And back North Augusta up, barring a return from Bell. Baxley been busy tonight. Or actually, this is real, isn't it? Baxley's the
That's a
other
nice
punter.
kick. That's well done. Very well done. Yeah, Lawson Reel is a very good high school kicker, both extra points, field goals, and punting.
And he's done a good job on those last 2 punts.
It sure has.
Kicking it away from Bell. He might have been able to kick it a little further and deeper, but that runs the risk of a return.
He's got him inside the 20 and no chance for a return.
18-yard lines where North Augusta takes over. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. One thing we haven't had tonight is injuries. No ARMC injury timeouts so far tonight. Let's hope I don't jinx them. Looks like picked up 2 yards. And
Looked like the play was set up to gain more, but just a shoestring tackle tripped him up.
Second down, 8. Back to pass. He's got Smith. Smith tried to run with it before he had it. Like we said earlier, Smith came into the game with 5 catches, averaging 38 yards a catch.
That's pretty good.
But he's caught quite a few. I think he's had at least 5 catches tonight, but they haven't been for big yardage. They've been of that type, short possession type plays. Third down, tipped and intercepted again. Being brought back, he may be able to go. Nope, he's pushed out of bounds.
No.
Number 26, A.J. Valentine with the interception.
And we got a flag back here, and that's the kind I'm talking about, unless it's a personal foul. Okay, the play is 25 yards ahead of the people back here, but they're going to get called for a clip or a block in the back or something back here. Has no impact on the play whatsoever.
Well, they called it a personal foul.
Okay,
So that'll be a
personal foul. That's a different story.
And they'll walk it back 15. So that kills the deep penetration. This is going to come all the way out to the 43-yard line. They were down to the 10.
But once again, nice defense by the underneath pass defenders. All right, tip the ball again and give credit to the safeties and cornerbacks. They're right there to collect that tip ball. Well done.
And we have our first injury. I believe that was a cramp.
Yeah, I think so.
To Juan Bell. He's up walking it off with stiff legs, which is usually a good indication of cramps. So we have our first ARMC injury moment on the field. Not going to take a break.
Yeah, I think I've seen that kind of walk on a lot of football players.
Yep.
Let's see if he comes over here and gets stretched out. I think that's what's going to happen.
All right, Nick. With better and better field position now, Strom Thurmond moves. And we were probably going to be construed by all our officials watching at home as being critical of the officials, but a lot of these calls are there.
They're obvious. I'll give it that, but there's just so many tonight.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Five-yard walk-off. Still first down, 1st and 15. And Nick gets a blocker in front, gets outside, but he's going to come down for a big loss, or little loss, 3 yards is the loss on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 18. We've seen just about everything tonight. From big gainers to lots and lots of plays for a loss. 5:08 left to go here in the third quarter. It was 14-7 at the half. It's still 14-7, Strom Thurmond. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked. That pressure from the outside went inside, and North Augusta finished him there. That loss goes back to the 44-yard line.
And that front four is doing a great job all night for North Augusta. And that time they got a little bit of a blitz out the outside. I believe it was number 2 Collier, Kareem Collier, that came in there and helped disrupt things. And Tyrese Nick is having a tough night back here. There's no place for him to run.
He lost 5 yards on that. 3rd down and 23. I think last time he had 20 yards, he threw a long pass like this for a touchdown.
Got another long pass.
And defender did a good job of no interference. Goes out of bounds. North Augusta drives Strom Thurmond back. They lose yardage. They had the interception down at the 10-yard line. Personal foul brought it all the way back out past the 40, and then they lose 13 yards on a legal procedure call and 2 lost yard plays by Nick.
They may come after this punt since they're not getting a chance to return one.
Real gets the punt again.
That goes to the other side.
And this is going to come up short and take a bounce. And it's going to be inside the 20 at the 19.
Yep.
So Strom has done a good job keeping North Augusta at bay. 2 interceptions here in the 3rd quarter. No points to show for it, but they still lead by a touchdown. Got an official's timeout on the field. Not sure what that's about.
You're talking about something.
Not sure what that was all about.
I'm not either. No signals. Didn't talk to any players or coaches.
So North Augusta not able to pick up where they left off in the 2nd quarter, where they were moving the football, yet to sustain anything here. And once again, they're going to hand off to Gibson in the backfield, and he's going to be knocked down, maybe lost a yard. 2nd down and 11.
And that is a tremendous defensive play by Trey Moore. Great penetration from his defensive end position and wrapped him up immediately.
Try Gibson
there again. It is again.
He's going to get positive yardage, but only a couple of yards. Gets out to the 20.
And Moore was right in there again. I tell you, both coaches have to be happy with their front four. They are playing some football up there.
3rd down and 9. Got a catch. I believe that was Jack Smith. No, that was actually.
I think Jack Smith is down here, and
he's. This Doherty that.
He's in some distress here.
Doherty was down for a second. He jumped up and ran across the field. But he made the catch. They moved the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 as they're out to the 29. No, they're out to the 30-yard line.
All right. That looks good again. Another cramp, it looks like, and that's good news. Doesn't feel too good right now, but it's a whole lot better than an injury.
All right, we've got an ARMC injury timeout. All I had to do was mention that we hadn't had one, and now we've had 2.
Yeah.
We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back.
Whether you volunteer your time, make a donation, or both, giving back to our community is what makes Aiken so strong. It's the spirit of a great city. Each year, Aiken Regional employees donate thousands of man-hours and dollars to local charities and nonprofits, and the hospital sets aside $100,000 as well. We're committed to giving back and paying it forward.
All right, Jack Smith got up and walked off the field. And our Aiken Regional Medical Center injury timeout.
Let me mention the linemen, defensive linemen for Strom Thurmond. Jemiah Harrison, Trey Moore, Shane Brightheart, and Josh Jones. They've played very well up there tonight.
Here comes Gibson. Gibson breaks a tackle. He's going to pick up 10. He'll be close to another first down. And they're going to move the chains, I do believe. Well, let's see, they're still looking at it. They say he's got it. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So 2 first downs in a row for North Augusta. A little screen pass. This is Gibson. He gets an open field. 45 trips. Gets across the 40 to the 39-yard line into Rebel territory. And North Augusta on the move. Nice little play.
It has been effective tonight 2 or 3 times. Missed it once, I think, incomplete, but the other times it's been very good. Nice pickup.
39-yard line. This time stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. Leans forward. May have gotten 2. They give him 2 yards, 2nd down and 8.
Jemiah Harrison, that time on the tackle, number 33. One of the defensive ends.
Another handoff.
That's a nice tackle.
Gibson looked like he was just about to break it, and he gets popped in the hole at the 35-yard line. Pick up another 2 yards. 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Very nice tackle by number 52, Trey Lanham. That was textbook. 2 good football players colliding there.
North Augusta making the call from the sidelines. Now I think we're going to have a timeout.
This is an important play.
Yeah, Bragg Heating Company timeout on the field. We'll take it and be right back.
Whether you volunteer your time, make a donation, or both, giving back to our community is what makes Aiken so strong. It's the spirit of a great city. Each year, Aiken Regional employees donate thousands of man-hours and dollars to local charities and nonprofits, and the hospital sets aside $100,000 as well. We're committed to giving back and paying it forward.
(14-7) our score here in the 3rd quarter. 38 seconds left in it. North Augusta with their best drive of the 2nd half. They're at the 35-yard line, but it's 3rd down and 6. Maybe 4 down territory here. Rolling, now throws. Throws way out of bounds. Actually ran into his own player.
Yeah, that play surprises me. Tough situation there. Washington running hard to his left. Could not get set and threw that one away, basically.
So this is interesting. It's 4th down and 6. North Augusta going to try to pin Strom Thurmond deep.
Strom Thurmond better put somebody back.
Strom Thurmond has no one back. And so they're playing for the fake. Pretty good little punt. Oh, that's a great
That
punt.
surprises me too.
Oh, at the 2-yard line, North Augusta going to down it. Strom Thurmond finds themselves 98 yards from the Tyler Tire end zone with a precarious 7-point lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't put at least one guy back to make sure that what just happened didn't happen. And the way this North Augusta front has been coming after him, I wouldn't be surprised to see them collect the safety here.
Ball's at the 3-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. They come running out here and they hit him hard at the 2. No gain. May have lost a yard. That's probably going to be our final play of the 3rd quarter as the final seconds will tick off. And I don't believe Strom is going to be in any hurry to run this play. No gain on the play. When we return, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Strom Thurmond in the shadow of their end zone, trying to hold off North Augusta here in the game of the week on ASTV and WRDW. Strom Thurmond leads 14-7 over North Augusta. We'll be back for the 4th quarter when we return.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business along with the best prices, service, and selection is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
Brings back a bad memory.
12 minutes left in this ball game as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. North Augusta trying to fight off Strom Thurmond as Thurmond scored 2 touchdowns in the 2nd quarter to take the lead 14-7, and now in the 4th quarter, no more scoring. North Augusta still trails by that same score. And I was just mentioning, Coach, that they're down here this deep. Maybe Strom quick kicks it. Did you ever have a quick kick?
Only once. No, we used it a couple times, but once we were in a very similar situation and cost us a ball game. So I'm not a big fan of that this deep, I can tell you.
You were kicking it, or the other team kicked it?
We were attempting to kick it, and
didn't turn out right.
Didn't turn out well.
Tyrese Nick in his end zone. I think he saw the blitz coming from the right, pointed him out.
Oh, that helps a little.
Running, gets it out of the shadow. Edwards running the ball again. He picked up about 5, we'll say 4 yards, 3rd down and 6. Big play here. Rolling in the end zone. That was dangerous, but he gets outside. He's going to pick up the 1st down and many, many more. Puts his head down and lowers the boom. And, of course, the first thing I do is look for flags. There are no flags. And a 1st down for Strom Thurmond. They're going to move the chains. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 27.
And you're right. That was dangerous, okay? It looked like they may have been able to tackle him in the end zone. Gets away, picks up a big 1st down. That's huge.
Now, Strom Thurmond at this point would look to have a nice sustained drive, run off the clock, put some points on the board, get it to a 2-score game. That's a good start. And Edwards who we didn't see in the first half, now coming up big in the second.
And I don't know if that was by design or it just worked out that way, but it took him a long time to get to the line of scrimmage with that football. And maybe he was setting up a block, or maybe that he didn't see anywhere to go, and then all of a sudden it opened up for a pretty nice gain.
Picked up 9 yards. Now there's a flag. I believe that's going to be an illegal formation. Be a 5-yard walk-off against Strom Thurmond. They're talking about it, so that might. He's asking the Strom side, and it's penalty against North Augusta. Now the reason I wouldn't have thought it's negligible. It's going to be a 5-yard one way or the other. Where that came from, it came from the side judge all the way over here in front of the North Augusta bench. If he's offsides, that's automatic. He's offsides if everybody comes set.
He may have been.
I think that's what he called.
Yeah. And that 5 yards is better than the other because it saves him a down.
Well, it moved the chains. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. That was sort of an odd-looking play, too. And that was Dalton. You know, early in the game, he started Dalton Body. That's the first time we've seen him in a while. He picked up 4 yards, 2nd down 6. Ball at the 44-yard line. Clock inside of 10 minutes. Strom perfectly willing to take their time. Now here goes Reese, and this is what he's really good.
Yes, he is. That's very dangerous. Very dangerous.
They're going to spot him just short of the 50-yard line, 49. So let's bring up 3rd down and 2.
And Robert Batowski, one of the nice linebackers for North Augusta, comes over limping a little bit. Don't know whether it's a cramp or an ankle.
Ooh, late handoff to Edwards. He's going to lose a couple yards. In another punting situation, he's going to lose at least 1 yard. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
And they've got to punt the football.
Strom last time lined up and tried to draw North Augusta, but not going to go through that again. They're going to bring the punting unit out. So North Augusta is going to turn Strom over on downs, but not before they get out to midfield and flip the field. They were down at the 2-yard line when this drive started. There's a whistle. I don't know if that's going to be a late substitution or it's a delay of the game against Strom Thurmond. I'm not sure where North Augusta's going, but
just getting an instruction from one of the coaches.
They acted like it thought it was a timeout. All right. They kick this straight
might
down
be returned.
The field, and here goes Bell. Oh, it looked like he had a gap right there. He makes him in this. Now he's got a little bit of room. He gets out to the 35. They bring him down at the 37-yard line, and he was a step away from having some green in front of him.
Yes, he was.
As Tyrese Washington told us last week. What did you see?
Green.
Green. North Augusta been trailing a while now. Since midway the 2nd quarter, when Rashad Bryant scored his 2nd touchdown on a 90-yard bomb. North Augusta unable to get on the board. That woke up the Strom Thurmond band. Gain of 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. Washington looks to run. He's going nowhere. Was being chased from behind and had a man in front of him. Couldn't get off the block. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Nice defensive play by Josh Jones and Trey Moore. Big play here, 3rd down.
Getting that point in the game where punting here, they may not get the ball back. Quick out. Nice hard run, but steps out of bounds does.
They may have to go for it here.
The punting unit already heading out on the field. They're at the 44-yard line. They'll try to pin them deep again.
Yeah, well, for the sake of Strom Thurmond, I'm glad that they put somebody back to receive this punt this time.
And that's Bryant.
Yep. And just like Bell for North Augusta, Bryant is dangerous.
So Baxley back to punt. Man comes on late. This is a short line drive. It's going to take a bounce up in the air, and then it rolls back to the 20-yard line.
A North Augusta bounce.
So Strom will look to get a couple of first downs and move this clock down closer to 0. North Augusta does have 2 timeouts left, as does Strom Thurmond.
In this second half, Strom Thurmond has not been very effective on offense. Okay, the defense for North Augusta has been dominant.
I get the feeling that Strom's approach has been to be conservative. Don't make a mistake. North Augusta made mistakes, and with the 2 interceptions, didn't put any points on the board, but it certainly kept the ball at the North Augusta end of the field.
And there's 2 throws. I don't know whether we can blame the quarterback or not. I think those were both just really nice defensive plays by the coverage.
I give the defense all the credit in the world. All right, Tyrese Nick. We'll see if he can move the ball, and here comes a flag. That's got to be a procedure. So 5 yards out of the box. Not a good start for Strom. 1st down, 15.
And you can bet North Augusta is going to start selling out here. They got to make something happen.
Got to bottle up. Nick.
Tackle for a loss.
Nick goes right, looking for room. He doesn't have it.
Oh,
He's
my
gonna
goodness.
lose yardage.
Whoa.
All the way back to the 10-yard line. He was swarmed.
I'm not sure what that was. That didn't look good from the start.
That's a loss of another 5 yards. 2nd down and 20. And again, that's being conservative and putting it in the hands of your best athlete. But
we got an injury over on the far side. Can't quite see who it is just yet.
that looks more like getting the wind knocked out of you. As he sat back down after they got him out. So we've got an ARMC injury timeout on the field. We'll take a break, be right back.
Your local home loan expert since 1922 is Security Federal Bank. Our home loan experts will help you choose the ideal home financing solution for your individual needs. Security Federal Bank offers conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, and renovation loans with local underwriting, local processing, local decisions. Call your local home loan experts today at 803-641-3000. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
All right, player got up and walked off the field. Who was injured, Coach?
It was number 50, Trey Lawson, for North Augusta. Didn't look to be too serious.
Just looked like it hurt, whatever it was. All right, Strom this time goes on the dive. We haven't seen many of these from Strom tonight.
And he took a little break, Trey did, and he's back in the ball game. So obviously not injured, just hurt momentarily.
Yes. Aching.
Aching.
All right, it's 3rd down and 15. Big 3rd down play here for both sides. Strom really would like to get that 1st down and move the chains, keep that clock moving. But back to pass. Getting some pressure. There goes a flag. That's going to be a holding call. But they've stopped him. He's nowhere close to the 1st down. I think they'll turn this holding penalty down.
And I believe Nick is down, and it wasn't the initial hit, but the second man in may have just knocked the wind out of him. He's getting back up, but he took a shot there for sure. And he is back on his feet indeed. He'll be coming out. They got to punt the football here. I don't know. North Augusta may take the penalty and push him back even further.
No, they're going to go ahead and let them punt. There's 5:11 left to go in the ball game. They need the ball back. Don't need to waste any more time. And the ball's, as it is, at the 10-yard line. They couldn't hope with a half the distance to the goal to get much better than that. So a punt is in order. North Augusta looks to get pretty good field position. See what Rio does with this kick.
Let's see if they come after it. No, return is on.
And he's going to have a return. He's got it at the 42, coming back across the field. Oh, did a good job not to get a block in the back there. Across the 35, out of bounds, about the 32-yard line. And North Augusta's in business. They played patiently with that punt. Didn't stress out and go for it on 4th down. And they find themselves at the 30-yard line, 30 yards from the Tyler Tire end zone, and tying this ball game up. I got to believe that they're going to give this to Gibson and see if they can wear him down.
I had the same thought. I had the same thought. We may just see that. They're in 4-down territory. He's been running hard. Pick up 3 or 4 down, and you're going to move the football. Now that we've said that, they'll probably throw it on 1st down.
And they will. And they're going for it all. Now Washington tries to get away. He's going to be sacked. Lose yardage.
And there's a flag. Now what do we got?
That's an interesting call. That was late. And we got a unsportsmanlike on Strom Thurmond. That's going to be a 15-yard
Oh, my goodness.
walk-off. We'll have to look at the drivecrescent.com replay to see if we can pick up what happened there at the end of the play, because that's a dead ball.
Whoa.
But that's going to take the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line after the 15-yard walk-off.
And that is huge. Let's see if we can see a replay on that one. And it may have been taunting. It may have been saying something he shouldn't have said. But wow, is that a huge penalty?
Well, we'll wait. We're lined back up.
Yep.
North Augusta.
Wow, that hurts.
Well, here comes a replay. We don't have time to watch it as we're ready to go. Now throwing. He's got a man in the middle. Oh, and he dropped the ball. North Augusta has been their own worst enemy.
And that is one of their best players for sure, Deshaun Bell.
There was a man in the middle of the field, but I don't believe he was going to get a good enough hit. The Bell may have heard footsteps, though.
I don't know. That's unusual. He's their favorite receiver, and that was right there.
2nd down and 10. Now they give it to Gibson. Gibson goes inside the 15 to the 14.
That's a big gain.
Plenty of time. 4:22. So it's 3rd down and 4. And I agree with you. This 4-down territory, give it to Gibson, go twice. But they're not. They're going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man in the middle and threw it behind him. I think he threw it behind him, and it kept Valentine from intercepting it.
Well,
because Valentine had the position.
Valentine was right there, no question. Now, you would normally think this will be the ball game here if they don't score, or don't get the 1st down, but there's plenty of time left.
Plenty of time, 2 timeouts left.
Sure.
Obviously, you go for it here.
Yeah.
Try to get the 1st down. You don't have to get the touchdown. Crowd comes up, making a lot of noise on the Strom Thurmond side. North Augusta side holds their breath, rolls to his right, throws it, has a man inside the 5-yard line. That was a nice catch. Good throw as well. Thinking that's Bell that made the catch. North Augusta has the ball at the 3-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and goal. Does Washington. Washington keeps his legs, gets down to the 1. This is one of those times where I would be tempted to put Gibson in front of Washington, let Gibson lead the way and give him an extra blocker. He ran the option on that particular play.
1 yard.
Down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. North Augusta looking to tie it up. Washington tries to get in on a quarterback sneak, comes back, and he's going to be stopped short at the 1-yard line. He went into the pile, fell backwards, got his feet, ran to his right, and Strom Thurmond was there waiting. 2:45 left in the ball game. Again, this has got to be 4-down territory.
Sure.
And there's Gibson walking in off the left side for the touchdown. North Augusta an extra point away from tying the ball game up. And there's got to be a sigh of relief from the North Augusta bench.
And that was very simple. He walked in. Big play here. Parker Baxley's been very good tonight. They have missed 4 extra points this year, though. It's not a given.
Kick is up. Just got it through. Good. North Augusta ties it at 14. 2:32 left on the clock. And now at this point, with the 2 timeouts, you got to like their chances as they've stifled Strom Thurmond on offense.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how many yards Strom Thurmond has the second half, but I'm guessing less than 50, okay, on offense. They have not been able to move the ball at all. Momentum is clearly on North Augusta's side, tied up 14-14, and I'm sure they think they can hold them and then go into overtime at worst, and they may hold them and get the ball back.
Well, if I'm Strom, you need to move the ball. I'm coming out. I'm looking for Rashad Bryant somewhere out there. He's made 2 magical touchdowns for them. One of 90 yards, the other 48 yards. Put it in his hands, see if he can do it again. Certainly you can't be conservative if you're deep in your territory and give North Augusta the ball back. That quieted the Strom Thurmond side. So Baxley ready to kick.
And he's done a nice job tonight. Very confident on the extra points and done a nice job kicking off.
Got a little pooch, tried to put it in there. He did, inside the 20. Now, is this, oh, there's a face mask.
That should be a face mask, I think.
Don't see any flags, though.
Nope.
Don't know how they missed one. And that was Bryant with the ball. He was making people miss. And it sure looked like a face mask, but he's going to bring it to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, we're a long way away, and Bryant certainly didn't react as if somebody had pulled his face mask, so it looked like it the way it got spun around, but obviously not.
Must have gotten jersey. All right, Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10. Again, stay tuned. After tonight's ball game, we'll name the Center for Dentistry MVP. And who will it be? 14-14 our score. We maybe be headed for overtime. And here comes Edwards. We've seen Edwards as opposed to Settle. Settle's mostly in the first half. Edwards here in the second half. He brings it out to the 25, gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Clock will move down inside of 2 minutes. Throws out. North Augusta was ready. That's out close to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. And this is where Strom has had a tough time here in the second half. They've had 3rd and 1 several occasions, could not, actually lost yardage. Up to Edwards, and he lost yardage. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And I think you got to punt. They have struggled to get yardage in these short situations. They may call timeout and think about it, but and they are. Strom Thurmond going to take a Bragg Heating Company timeout. No, North Augusta calls a timeout to save the clock. 1:14 left to go in the second half. And I think that's probably a pretty good call by North Augusta.
I think it's a very good call.
No matter what Strom did, they're not going to rush out there to run that play. They'll let the clock run as far as they could. Another good ball game, Coach.
It is a good ball game. Both teams playing hard. I like what I've seen up front. Both defenses have played very, very well. They've got some exciting players on both sides. Very good ball game.
So the punting unit being called to punt from the sidelines. Now let's see how North Augusta plays this. With it being 4th, it looks like it's actually less than a yard. They need to get over the 30-yard line. I believe they had the ball spotted just outside the 30, or just inside the 30.
And I will be shocked if this ball is not kicked toward the sidelines.
So Bell drops back deep, reel to punt. Bell returned the last punt to the 30-yard line. This is angled over the side. What a great punt over his head. He catches it at the 20, back to the 15. There's
we've already got it clicked.
So it doesn't matter where Bell goes from here. He might as well run out of bounds.
Yep.
And go on back, because that's going to go back to about the 10-yard line with 58.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. North Augusta may say, okay, let's go to overtime. He caught that thing around the 20 on the hop and went back to the 15. I think the flags are at the 25, which might be generous. And where that actually occurred. So they'll walk him back to the 15-yard line. North Augusta, 85 yards from the Tyler Tire end zone.
And you know what comes to my mind? Over the years, we have seen North Augusta score with less than a minute a number of times. All right.
Yeah, those were some special North Augusta teams. It was never over in those days.
That's for sure. let's see if they can bring back the same kind of excitement here.
There's a screen pass. He's got some room to run out there. Here goes Gibson. He's going to get to the sidelines. He's at the midfield, and he's pushed out of bounds.
That's a great call.
What a call. 52 seconds. Hardly ran any time off the clock.
And we've seen that screen pass now, just that little screen like that, about 4 times tonight. 3 out of 4 times been successful, and that one was very successful. They got plenty of time left.
I'd run it again. Clock stopped with 52 seconds left to go in the ball game. Now they're in Rebel territory. Steps back, now throwing down the field, looking for a man. He's by himself. This time he's gone. He dropped the ball. Bell had it. Well, was going to walk in the end zone for the touchdown, and that's his second drop.
And he is frustrated as the devil, and the fans over here are incredulous. You can't tell how many people here are holding their heads. They can't believe that ball was dropped.
He was open, and what a pass by Washington. Woo! And I believe North Augusta, Strom is going to call a timeout. Bragg Heating Company timeout. Strom Thurmond going to talk about it after that one. And Strom Thurmond now just fortunate to still be in this ball game.
And they are holding on, and they're holding their breath.
Whew. Let's look at the DriveCrescent.com replay, and this is one North Augusta's not going to like to watch again.
Oh, man.
Oh, hit him in perfect stride, too. Well,
if he had caught that one, I think I'd had my MVP for the game, but now I'm not sure. Oh.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
It is a tough call tonight. It's been a good football game, but a strange football game.
When North Augusta had one run called back, there was a touchdown in the first half, and they missed the ensuing field goal. And they've been down in Strom Thurmond territory.
I like this better. They're putting a little pressure on them here. They're coming up, and yeah, I think that's offsides or something someplace.
I don't know if there's any flags on the field.
I don't see one either.
I agreed with you. There was
sure looked like there was some movement there.
So 3rd and 10. I'd go back to the screen pass.
Well, it's certainly a safe play.
And Strom Thurmond has had no luck with it at all. And they've got to be worried about the deep ball at this point. They were moving around. I can't believe there's no flag there.
There is a flag here.
Oh, what a move to keep his feet in there.
There's a flag, though. And I think you were right. They didn't catch it the last time, but I think they got it this time.
They had all kinds of people moving around. We can go back to the DriveCrescent.com replay, and you'll see right before the snap, North Augusta was moving, and he called a legal shift.
Well, we're getting our money's worth again tonight, Ed. This is good.
32 seconds left to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 15. And that negated a great run that time by Mandry Ogletree.
Watch a little screen pass. Watch a screen pass. Nope.
Well, it was a bubble screen type thing right back to Ogletree. And he couldn't bring this in, but he was going to be met very quickly by Strom Thurmond.
And so Gibson may have been a decoy that time because he was sliding out to the left. And he had his hand up and he was waving. And he might have been open. What do we got? They going to punt it?
Yep, the punting unit's on. They're not going to take any chances. It's 4th down and 15. And now North Augusta will take their final timeout.
See somebody counting players. Let's see if they had 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12, yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Whichever one of the players noticed that, or whether the coach called it from the sideline. But they sometimes you have 10, sometimes you have 12, but the coaches would prefer that you have 11 when you're, especially at this point.
At this point in the ball game, yes. When players get excited and they're running in, and they're not counting them. I do like the fact that, in college football now, if you go out there and you got 12 people on the field like they just had, and you call a time, they'd still call the penalty for too many men on the field.
Now I'm going to be curious here. I dare say Strom Thurmond doesn't need to field this punt, and that's a good call. Just make sure there's no fake. Don't jump. Don't give them a chance to pull something funny on you. Let the clock run out, and we're going to overtime. We're going to overtime.
Oh, that's going to be a heck of a punt. It's going inside the 5, down to the 3. And I have a feeling that Tyrese Nick will now go out under center and fall straight down with the ball and run the clock out. North Augusta has used their timeouts. So we are one play from going to overtime. Stranger things have happened. Nick comes out, gets under center. The guy deep doesn't really help, does it?
No.
If it gets back there,
if it gets back there, they're done.
That'd be there's nothing you can do to save this. But I suppose that's what they work on at practice, and putting him deep. That runs the clock out. 14-14. We've got free football. That's what they say in baseball.
Is that right?
Extra innings. We got free baseball.
Free baseball.
Free football for you now. And we're glad you joined us here for our Game of the Week broadcast on ASTV and WRDW My 12. And this will be interesting. They will start at the 10-yard line. They'll have a coin flip, and someone will pick being on offense or defense first, and we'll go from there. They'll start from the 10, first and goal. They've got 4 plays to score a touchdown or kick a field goal, and then the other team will have 4 plays as well. A little different than the college level where they start at the 25. And needless to say, different than the pro level where they kick off and mayhem ensues.
And you know, I've always liked this system. I think it's fair. Both teams get a chance.
And it's quicker in terms of putting the ball down there, get a set of downs, see what you can do. Now, Strom has struggled to get first downs in the second half. So my advantage would be the North Augusta. They've been able to move the football, and Strom has really found it difficult to do that.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I agree with you.
Let's go down to the sidelines, and Eric Russell is still with us. He hasn't left early, and he has some scores.
Yes, guys. Midland Valley is up 45-29 on Fox Creek. Silver Bluff has finished off Swansea 33-20, and Wilson Elko is up 44-28. And Ken picked the wrong upset special because Blackville Hilda knocked off Wagner Sally 20-2.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well,
good defense by Blackville Hilda.
You know, and to be honest, I was waiting for the bubble to burst, and just when you think, man, they're for real, that's a tough loss. Blackville's tough football team, tough little community. It doesn't surprise me that they're good enough to win. But Wagner's on a roll. So I guess that will drop them down in the poll a little bit this week. All right, interesting. The head coaches have gone out there with their captains for this coin toss. We came into this expecting a really good game. And it's had a lot of penalties, a little bit more than what we would normally expect, but certainly been a good game. All right, North Augusta, I believe, gets the ball first. I think Strom won the toss and elected to be on defense. And North Augusta went down to that side of the field, to the north side, to get away from the student section of Strom Thurmond, which has the marching band in it. And that side tends to make a good bit more noise than the other side. So that actually makes sense.
Yeah, it does to me.
Now they are.
That band has been pretty active over there in the student section tonight.
Now the North Augusta student section is down at this end, the north end of the field.
Hey, what did he put the ball on? 25-yard line?
Even though the North Augusta cheerleaders are down at the other end. That's interesting. So Strom Thurmond elected to be on defense, and I find that interesting. As much as North Augusta's had the momentum, they've got a chance here to really put some pressure on Strom Thurmond by getting in the end zone here early. And Strom Thurmond's already lost one overtime this year to Aiken. Aiken got the ball first, scored, kicked the extra point in overtime. Strom made an unbelievable play. From what I understand, Rashad Bryant made a great catch in the end zone for a touchdown, but then had the extra point blocked, and Aiken won. So let's see how this one goes. And whoa, that's what I would have called.
That's
to Gibson, and Gibson's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage and maybe lost a yard.
And that's a fine defensive play.
Ball's at the 11. You can still get delays of the game, but there's no running clock. Clock shows 0.
Jemiah Harrison, number 33, makes a big tackle to start this overtime period.
So Washington has got 3 to the left. Now he goes to the right. He pitches it. And hard running that time. That looked like a pretty errant toss. The pitch goes out to Gibson. Gibson does a good job catching it and then running and getting it down to the 5-yard line.
And you know that
spot him at the 6.
That's kind of an unusual call. We haven't seen an option like that all night. Okay, maybe that's something they run typically, but kind of unusual because that's the kind of play that could cost you to lose some yardage.
So 3rd down. Going to throw. He's got a man all by himself, and I believe that's Bell on the far side, and he makes the catch for the touchdown. And if it is Bell, you know he's got to feel it is. He feels a lot better right now.
I'm sure he does.
Been a tough night for that young man, but he gets the touchdown there. Now an extra point try, and Strom Thurmond will have to match it and put the extra point up themselves. So 20-14. And that's up and through, up on top of the building, and makes it 21-14. So Strom, again, who has struggled offensively here in the second half to move the ball.
They sure have.
Just needs 10 yards.
This will be interesting. And that was a pretty effective play right there by North Augusta. Running play was stopped. Come right back with a throw. And let's see, I think we're going to see it now in the replay.
Let the guy get up in the air.
Yep.
Couldn't knock it down. Then he steps in the end zone. And saying, look, I caught the ball.
And I'll give Landon Washington some credit there, because when that guy jumped up, he had to double clutch that thing, made a nice throw, and Bell, his favorite receiver, made the catch.
As you say, he's had a tough night. He's dropped a couple of passes that.
But he's been a difference maker too. I mean,
he ran that punt back to the 30-yard line to set up that touchdown to tie it. So, and there's what we've seen all night here, at least in the second half. Tyrese Nick knocked down. He's going to lose a couple of yards. And I think they're going to have to go to the air. Of course, I say put it in Tyrese's hands and let him run and give him the option to throw or run, because he is dynamic.
He sure is.
Now, that game against Aiken, they actually lost the ball to outside the 20-yard line, and he made a plus 20-yard touchdown pass, so it's never over. Look like people moving. Yeah, he's under pressure. He's going to have to move. Finds a little seam. He's running. He gets inside the 10-yard line down to the 5. What a run by Tyrese Nix. It looked like he was going to be sacked back to the 20. He escapes. I believe he's at the 5.
Great pressure by North Augusta. I don't know how he got out of there. Terrific effort. Terrific effort.
3rd down. This is where Aiken
got to come right.
He looks to his right, and he's going back to his left. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. It's incomplete. Reese is going to sleep well tonight. He got knocked down again. And the flag's apparently on both sides of the field. No flag. They picked it up and waved it off. They had a flag on both sides. They wave off the flag. It's 4th down from the 5-yard line. And each team did get one timeout coming into the overtime, and Strom Thurmond's going to use theirs now and talk it over and pull out their best 5-yard play.
That's exactly right. Their best goal line play, whatever that happens to be, we're going to see it right now.
Now, I know what you would run. You would run the waggle play.
No, I wouldn't run the waggle, okay? But I'd run a rollout play, play action, not play action, but I'd roll my quarterback out if I had Tyrese Nick.
The same thing as a waggle with the if you were running the swing D.
Yeah, I'd run him out here to the wide side of the field. I'd put 3 receivers there and 2 or 3 receivers over there and give them a run-pass option, see what we can do. They have not been effective running. They can't run the football right now, okay?
No,
unless it's him on a quarterback keep after he fakes it. But
no, you have to keep it in Tyrese Nick's hands.
Absolutely. If they do anything else, I'll be shocked. And there's Rashad over here.
He's in the slot to the right. Interesting formation. They're keeping everybody in. Oh, and they've brought it back, and it's a pass. This is Rashad Bryant trying to throw it. He throws it. He got him. Whoa. He found a man in the end zone, in the back of the end zone. And that was number 23, Jones, I believe, that made the catch.
Well,
Amani Jones. Good grief.
Well, we said we were going to see their best goal line play. Now, I'm not sure if that's it, but that was a heck of a play.
That was some play. I believe it was designed to throw it over there to Nick, who was in the end zone, but he was covered. And somehow Bryant scrambled around and found Jones in the back of the end zone.
Now, remember what happened against Aiken. Will we have deja vu all over again? No.
It's through. Woo. And we are tied at 21. Double overtime.
Oh, my goodness, what a play.
Just when you thought they were dead. Holy cow, what a play. Surely we've got that on the drivecrescent.com replay.
And I guarantee you would not see Bill Belichick run this play down the 5-yard line.
You see, he's walking around calling the play, and they pitched it back to the Wildcat, and there's Tyrese Nick, and he's not open, so he finds Amani Jones.
That's unbelievable. That's a great play. And I guarantee that one's deep in the playbook. You don't put that on page 5.
That's one of those you practice at the end of practice, but him scrambling around like that and throwing it left-handed. Holy cow. Yeah, the question would be, is he left-handed? I would assume he is.
Well,
they get him going to his left. Surely he's left-handed.
If he's right-handed, then he put his left hand.
Well, that'd be even more exciting. All right, now Strom is going to switch the field. They're going to go down there in front of their student section. and they'll get the ball first. North Augusta will be on defense. And, well, that was fun.
I'll tell you what, that was fun. In the old days, we'd have called that a dirter. The coach took them over the sideline and drew it in the dirt and said, here's what we're going to do. You know, they've never seen this play. Coach, neither have we. But, well, you're going to run this. And it worked.
And it's going to be open.
It'll be open.
And it's going to be Jones. It's not going to be Nick down here on the the corner.
Oh, my goodness. That was fun.
When they ran it, they're going to go to Nick. And I'm watching Nick and going, he's not open. This is going to fail. And he throws it to Jones in the back of the end zone. Oh, how did he find him? I mean, this is the wide receiver making the play. Now the students from North Augusta are switching sides. They're coming down here to help the team out. Now that's an interesting move. They are leaving their seats over on the other side of the end zone to get into this part. Whoa, the ball came out, and I believe Strom recovered that.
Yeah, they did.
Around the 12-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards, and that's a little deja vu.
Dalton Bodie, and let's see if they called him down or whether they're moving the ball back a little bit.
And they backed him up to the 12. Second down. Let's see what else they've got in their tricks. Rosie has a man, touchdown. Just like that, momentum swings. And that was a perfect pass on the post pattern. Hits him as he slants into the end zone. Touchdown.
Rashad Bryant.
Thurmond.
Bryant on the touchdown from Nick. And that one looked pretty nice. Nothing funny about that. Just a nice route. Great throw. Nice catch.
Point after try. Kick is up. It looks good. It is good. 28-21 our score, and North Augusta now will have their shot from the 10-yard line.
Wild game. This reminds me, it's not the same, but Wade Hampton and Barnwell a couple weeks ago, we had a tremendous finish to that game, and this has become a tremendous finish.
That one,
regardless of who wins and who loses, this is a tremendous finish to this ball game.
Well, that one was in regulation, 37-34, right, with Wade Hampton being stopped at the 1-yard line twice as the clock expired. This one is in overtime, and the way they're going, we may end up somewhere around that 37-34 mark. Let's see what North Augusta has. Washington hands it off to Gibson. Gibson gets inside to the 7. So second down coming up.
And let's see what North Augusta's got in mind for us here.
Neither team has done much on their first play in overtime. It's the second and third play.
They better hurry up.
Sometimes fourth play when you're talking about Strom.
They better hurry it up here, fellas.
You can get a delay. Fakes it inside, now throws the slant. Knocked down, third down. That time Walltower was the intended receiver. So North Augusta found themselves in this position on third down in the first overtime. They threw a little out pass to Bell, who stepped in the end zone for the touchdown. See what they run here.
Gonna be the screen. Gonna be the screen.
Oh,
no.
Didn't get it to him. They did a wheel route to Gibson and could not get the ball to him. If he gets it to him, he was going to be close. Strom was coming fast, and now fourth down, and North Augusta's going to call timeout. And they're going to talk about it. Now, do they have some trick play? Here's the DriveCrescent.com replay. And you see him coming out on this wheel route. Oh, and he was open and he's short on you.
And you know, he once again, he had to try to throw that over a big defensive lineman. Okay, number 77, who we have seen tip a couple of passes. That's Trey Moore, and had to get it up over his head, and soft touch, just too short. What a ball game. What a finish this is.
Well, Strom Thurmond did it on 4th down in the first overtime to tie it back up. We'll see if North Augusta can return the favor. They need 7 yards.
Somebody better be watching Gibson.
Throws it in, he's got a man, touchdown, North Augusta. Did the give and go, got into the end zone by himself in the corner. Nice throw that time from Washington, right on the money. Now North Augusta has the pressure, an extra point ties it up. Strom has lost one this way. Can they win one this way?
Jaden Doherty on the catch. Nice throw from Washington.
Strom has been coming hard around the end to almost block these. It's up, it's good. We go to overtime, number 3, 28-all. We'll see if we swap sides of the field again.
I think we're going to. There go the fans. They're going back to the other end.
The kids that are parked over here in the north end zone side of the section, they're headed back that direction. And I would guess that's where we're going to be.
And you know, oftentimes this position gets overlooked in a football game. But can you imagine the pressure on these two kickers as they've had to make the extra points? And, you know, if we were in the pros, probably even college, we'd say, well, you're supposed to make those. This is high school.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
You don't always make them. And those kids have done a great job, okay? Parker Baxley and Lawson Reel really have been able to handle the pressure and come through when they had to.
And Reel hasn't missed but one extra point, and that was in that overtime, and it was blocked. It wasn't his fault. The guy came running up the middle and blocked it, unblocked apparently. So from the standpoint of everybody blocking, keeping the people out, making a good snap, the holder's got to hold it, everything's got to be perfect. And in high school, that is not a given.
We see a lot of disasters over the years with extra points and kicks and punts and the whole 9 yards. These kids have done a nice job tonight.
All right, Strom has made their decision. They want to be the defensive player, defensive team first. Boy, he was open.
He was wide open.
And that's Doherty.
Ran a little X pattern out there with his other receiver and beat the defender. And a nice throw by Washington. He's had a couple of very fine throws here in the overtime.
Wow, first overtime, North Augusta ties it up on a trick play where Rashad Bryant actually made the pass to Amani Jones, caught his first pass of the ball game, did Jones. And then that was on 4th down, and then North Augusta in the second overtime scores on just your normal everyday pass play on 4th down, needing 7 yards. All right, here we go again. The students are back on that end for North Augusta. Running up the middle, looked like he was going to have a little seam, and they're going to be at the exact same spot, the 7-yard line. 2nd down.
They closed very well again on defense. There was a little something there. It has been a war on the line of scrimmage tonight. It really has.
And the linemen, you know, have got to be pretty tired at this point.
Those are some big bodies running at each other down there.
Back to pass throws. He's got a man back there. He's got it. Touchdown, North Augusta. They do it very quickly this time on 3rd down.
And that's Doherty again, number 16.
Doherty showing up big in the overtime. A touchdown in overtime number 2, a touchdown in number 3. And now the point after try. 34-28. Told you we'd get up around that 37-34 score. Strom comes through there hard. They're coming close, but they're not getting there in time. He's getting through. And Baxley gets another extra point. That's his 7th one. Not his 7th one. It's his 5th one of the night.
5th one tonight.
(35-28). Now Strom gets 4 plays to equal that. And the pressure now back on Strom Thurmond. In the first overtime, North Augusta scored on 3rd down on a short pass to Bell. And as we've pointed out, Strom scored on 4th down on a trick play where Bryant threw it to Jones in the back of the end zone. In the second overtime, Strom scored on 3rd down, went up by 7. 4th down, North Augusta scored. Now, North Augusta scores on 3rd down just as Strom did. And here comes number 6, Body. Body tries to get outside. He's pushed out of bounds. He gains about 5 yards.
That's a nice run. That's a good start.
Well, that was a little bit different. Than what we've seen as far as inside runs that get him outside.
Yeah.
Third down. 2nd down, rather. Oh. That just never developed. That's a loss of 6 yards back to the 11-yard line. Body had nowhere to go. He's going to head to the sidelines as his helmet came off. Edwards will check back in for him. So here is Strom again. 3rd and long. They need 11 yards to tie this up. Looking to his left. Now going to run back to his right. He's under pressure. He gets outside. Throws it. He's got a man in the end zone. He caught it. Touchdown.
Whoa, my goodness. What a bang-on throw. What a catch.
And that's Amani Jones again. 2 touchdowns in the overtime.
Holy
2
mackerel.
catches on the night. 2 touchdowns in overtime. And now another extra point try to send us to our 4th overtime. I think this may be our record.
Oh, my goodness. You got to be kidding me.
Tyrese Nix is the holder. You got to watch that, too. Ooh, it's to his right. He got it up and down and up and good. And we are going to 4 overtimes, and I'm sure that this is our first of doing that. 35 all.
Goodness sake.
For the lack of scoring in the regular game, they in regular time, they've made up for it here in overtime.
This is a great play. Let's watch this one again. This is worth the price of admission right here. By all rights, he's got nothing open over there, nobody open. Now he's got to scramble. Here comes the pressure, and watch this throw on the run.
I think he sees him right here.
Everybody always says, set yourself up. He's on the run. And
he's
that is just
by
picture perfect. Holy mackerel. Fantastic. Fantastic.
So the fans from North Augusta head to the other side, and it's interesting, the Strom students picked up on that. They headed down to that end of the end zone as well. They did not take the band with them. I don't know if North Augusta, I don't think North Augusta brought their band. So you've got, here we go to the other end of the field. Well, no. Oh, Strom has pulled the string, and they're going to come back. And now everybody's got to turn around and head back to the other end zone. The students were fooled as Strom Thurmond turned the tables.
Now here's a scenario for you. Strom Thurmond's got 4th and 12. They kick a field goal. Okay.
That'd be 38 to 35.
Yep, 38 to 35. And then say, we're going to hold you this time. But so far, nobody's been able to stop anybody here.
North Augusta has missed their only field goal attempt of the night. And Strom has not attempted a field goal. All right, Tyree's Nick right back out there. Little handoff. They're going to try to swing wide again with body, and there's a flag on the play. He's in the end zone.
They got to have a hold or something over there. You know that.
This is coming
and
back.
This is going to move them back 15 yards, and that's going to make this tough now.
And a sigh of relief from this North Augusta crowd.
That's going to make it tough.
Either a legal push in the back, 10-yard walk-off.
Yeah, he's got a hold, it looks like, and ooh.
So it's first down and 20. And with the magic that Strom Thurmond has pulled off here in overtime, even in the Aiken game, they were back here, backed up, and pulled it out.
They're going to have to be magicians now.
Uh-oh. He's got room to run here. And that is
a phenomenal open field tackle.
And it was a good job by whoever was back there.
Kayshawn Johnson.
The receiver didn't block him in the back. That was set up for a block in the back, and he did not do it.
I mean, that's a great open field tackle, and Nick made a great move down there. The defender stayed right with him.
So he got the penalty back, so it's second down and they're at the 9-yard line.
And I thought he was going to take it in. I thought he had one man to beat. Terrific tackle.
And that's Tyree's Nick. That's usually a touchdown the way he runs. A quick throw, good tackle. It's going to be down to the 2-yard line. Now really, Strom has struggled on these short yardage situations in the second half too.
Now they have run that play to the outside pretty well. I think they do have an option there.
He does have body in the backfield with him, and that's who he's going to hand it to, and he's not going anywhere this time. He's down at the 6 because he lost 4 yards on that play. So 4th down from the 6, and that's been Strom's problem.
Here comes a field goal.
So you called it. Coach called the field goal before they ever came up here. And again, keep in mind that Nick is the holder. And I don't think they have enough players out on the field. They have to call timeout and get the right numbers.
My, oh my.
And here comes a player sheepishly trotting out on the field. I don't suppose they needed that timeout on defense regardless. Whew. Lots of free football tonight. 4 overtimes worth. And we're in the witching hours of 20 to 11 rather. I hope that our people on WRDWMI 12 are still with us. That they didn't have the switcher turned on and go back to I Dream of Jeannie or whatever it is that comes on this time of night.
This has been worth it. This has been just terrific. And the fans are loving it. I mean, and the kids, you don't see any tired players out there. You know, they're all so excited that the adrenaline has just kicked in and they are just going crazy.
Ooh.
That's good.
Kick that up there on top of the building. It's good. So Strom does exactly what Coach called for, kicks the field goal. It's 38-35, and they're going to go for the stop.
Now, now, can they indeed stop him? And if I were a betting man, I'd say North Augusta is going to score again.
And score a touchdown and go up by 3. And we were talking about it beforehand, the Barnwell-Wade Hampton game that was 37-34. And here we are knocking on the door of that score. I think we're going to go one way or the other. North Augusta, 10 yards to get the win. Gives it up. He's around the corner. He's going to score. North Augusta wins the ball game. 38 as North Augusta holds on, scores on the first play from scrimmage in overtime, number 4. And what a ball game. The North Augusta fans are running on the field. They're trying to keep them back so they can go and congratulate the Strom Thurmond players. And,
it's a heartbreaker for anybody to lose this one. I mean, that's an old cliche, but it's true. Nobody deserved to lose it, but North Augusta deserved to win it. They came up with the winning play, and our hats are off to them.
Ran the option. I was really thinking that Washington needed to keep it, but he, last second, hands it off. Gibson, who had a big night, takes it in for the score. And you want to stay tuned because we've got to somehow come up with our most valuable player for this, the Center for Dentistry MVP. And we'll have to get Eric in on this.
Well, I think we've got to have 2, to be honest with you. I think we've got to pick 1 from each team tonight. I don't know if we can do that or not. I don't know if that's a protocol, but I think I think I know who I would select. And I can make a choice of 1 if I have to, but I'd like to pick 1 from each team. I don't know if that's legal. Is that legal?
I don't know.
Co-MVPs?
We'll discuss it with Eric, too. If Eric, I don't see why we can't. All right. It takes 4 overtimes. Both teams go back and forth. Both teams score on 4th down in these overtimes to pull it out, to put it in a tie, to take it 1 more overtime. And finally, after Strom Thurmond kicks a field goal in the 4th overtime on the very first play from scrimmage, North Augusta takes it in 10 yards on the option to Gibson, and he scores to win it. 41-38 for North Augusta. A big win for North Augusta. There's several times tonight where I felt like, well, that's it, North Augusta's won, or that's it, Strom Thurmond's won. And give them both credit, like you said. They really are excellent and well deserving of all the accolations we can give them.
Well, and I thought it was it was a good football game the whole night. I enjoyed the football game. It was a little bit strange with the penalties that we had and with some of the missed opportunities by both teams. I frankly thought that the second half, North Augusta got the better of it. Strom Thurmond's offense was sort of non-existent basically in the second half. In the overtime, both teams just came to life, and it was good football, hard-nosed football, good skilled people, and it was a well-played football game by both teams, with the exception of those penalties. There were too many penalties, especially early in the game, but what a finish. It's as good as it can get.
Tough loss for the home team Rebels as they get together and play the alma mater over on the far side of the field. Great win for North Augusta to stop that losing streak at 2. And they'll be ready to go into conference play. Both these teams will move into that next week. We'll take a break. We'll talk to Eric, and we'll come back with our choices for the Center for Dentistry MVP when we return on the Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
When I came in, Dr. Leah made me feel at ease. I felt comfortable. I wasn't as nervous as I usually am about the dentist. What set this dentist office apart from other dentists I've been to is the modern technology. When I came in, she pretty much explained everything, and I got to actually see what she was going to be able to do. I'm really terrified about coming to the dentist, but she made me feel so comfortable. Because of Dr. Leah, I can smile.
What's the foundation for a great community? I'd say it's being there for your neighbors during the best of times and the worst of times. We have a hospital that does just that. Aiken Regional Medical Centers provides over $72 million a year in uncompensated care for those in need. I call that neighbors caring for neighbors.
I've worked at our family's dealership for over 14 years, and I've watched how my dad treats his customers. I've seen them come back again and again because we treat them right. Now that I'm stepping up to be the general manager, I plan on carrying on that tradition, because treating people right sets Satcher apart from the competition. We know you're going to shop around, but remember, at Satcher Ford, you're always going to pay the prices you're quoted. No dock fees, no surprises. That's the way Dad does it. That's how I'll continue to do it.
Hi, I'm Richard Pendarvis. For over 63 years, my family's been serving the CSRA.
Their success is credited to a no-hassle and truly enjoyable experience. Repeat and referral business along with the best prices, service, and selection is what keeps them ahead of the competition.
So if you or anyone you know is in the market for a new, used truck, car, or SUV, make the short drive to Edgefield, South Carolina. And hey, let us put a new Chevy in your driveway.
Unsure of the forecast? Security Federal Trust, a division of Security Federal Bank, has you covered with expert services to help you build, manage, and protect your future for you and your loved ones. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives. Security Federal Bank has a long tradition of focusing on the customers we serve. That's why we offered the convenience of the area's only 7-day banking at our Columbia County location on Evanstown Center Boulevard. Security Federal Bank, helping people, changing lives.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
Were you recently arrested for driving under the influence? Are you looking for an experienced DUI attorney but don't know where to start? The Chandler Law Firm can help. We know being charged with a DUI is an intimidating and frightening experience. A DUI conviction can lead to fines, court costs, probation, license suspension, and even jail time. Time is of the essence. The sooner you call, the more likely we're able to protect your rights.
You can count on Chandler.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie Johnston, owner of Crescent Automotive. Let me show you guys around. Our sales staff has over 75 years of experience servicing the CSRA's automotive needs. We offer everyday low windshield pricing, and every vehicle sold comes with a warranty and a Carfax history report. Our inventory changes daily, so come see us soon. We'll make you feel right at home. Or shop online at drivecrescent.com. And remember,
everybody drives Crescent. You should too.
It took 4 overtimes, but North Augusta comes out victorious over Strom Thurmond here in Edgefield tonight, 41-38, and Eric Russell has Coach Thomas, the winning head coach, with him. Coach, congratulations, you had it the whole way, didn't you?
Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know about that, but like I said, my kids fought. They showed a lot of guts.
All right, Coach, and when Gibson scored on that final play there, you ran up and hugged him. What did you tell him there?
I just loved him. I loved him, and I love them all, and they know that. I tell them every day, and I'm just so thrilled, man. Like I said, the kids struggled the last 2 weeks. You know, lost a close one to Lexington, and they thought we could have won. And then last week, we I don't know, third quarter imploded a little bit. And I just told them, guys, you got to believe in yourself. And we talked about that coming out tonight before the game. We've been watching a few motivational things, talked about not being average, and we talked about, you know, what's your why? Borrowed that from Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher. And Eric says, what's your why? What's your purpose? And I think some of our kids found their purpose tonight.
Well, Coach, after a walk in the park like you just had right here today, that should have a lot of happiness tonight, and I'm sure your kids are going to celebrate for the next couple of days.
I hope they enjoy it. I hope they love it. I do. I love them, and I'm going to tell them on the bus on the way home.
That's exactly right. You deserve it. That's a great win and a great football game. Really a terrific football game tonight.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I want to thank my staff as well. They're some of the best in the area, no doubt, probably some of the best in the state, and I'm just thrilled to death to have them on my side.
Well, the swings of emotion, when they go for it on 4th down and they run that crazy play and get the touchdown in the back of the end zone to Jones.
Yeah.
It's got to be just deflating for you and the team, and you go down to the other end of the field and they score, and then you're on 4th down. What was going through your head on 4th down?
Hey, somebody's got to step up and make a play. You find a way. I mean, what's your why? What's your purpose? And they found it, and I'm just so happy for them. But there were so many swings in that game. I mean, we had touchdown callback, and we had one down, got close there, and just little things, and the kids just fought. I tell you, I'm just so proud of them.
And I'll tell you what, I think your defense is really tough. Okay, that might be one of the best defenses
They
we've
played
seen.
hard. They played well, and I think they took a little bit of chip on the shoulder that people weren't respecting them any. So I hope they'll keep that chip.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting now when you guys get into your region play, okay, especially with 5 of the teams right here locally. And
it's going to be great
that's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be some great matchups. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you later in the season, and all that matchup with Aiken and North Augusta and South Aiken and Midland Valley. It's going to be fun.
Oh, it should be a dandy one, I'm sure.
Yep, that's good. Well, congratulations. Go
Thanks,
enjoy
sir.
it with your team.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
Coach Thomas from North Augusta. Brian seemed a little happy.
Yes, I think he was happy, and he deserves to be happy. Okay.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, and of course I'm biased, but the coaches put a lot of time and effort and work into what they do, and they're dealing with kids and trying to teach them the right things. I'm quite certain, and you also have to respect them because they're coaching a tough game. This is a hard-nosed game for them.
All right, let's take another quick timeout. We'll come back and we'll announce the Center for Dentistry MVP when we return on the Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
When I came in, Dr. Leah made me feel at ease. I felt comfortable. I wasn't as nervous as I usually am about the dentist. What set this dentist office apart from other dentists I've been to is the modern technology. When I came in, she pretty much explained everything, and I got to actually see what she was going to be able to do. I'm really terrified about coming to the dentist, but she made me feel so comfortable. Because of Dr. Leah, I can smile.
What's the foundation for a great community? I'd say it's being there for your neighbors during the best of times and the worst of times. We have a hospital that does just that. Aiken Regional Medical Centers provides over $72 million a year in uncompensated care for those in need. I call that neighbors caring for neighbors.
I've worked at our family's dealership for over 14 years, and I've watched how my dad treats his customers. I've seen them come back again and again because we treat them right. Now that I'm stepping up to be the general manager, I plan on carrying on that tradition because treating people right sets Satcher apart from the competition. We know you're going to shop around, but remember, at Satcher Ford, you're always going to pay the prices you're quoted. No dock fees, no surprises. That's the way Dad does it. That's how I'll continue to do it.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie Johnston, owner of Crescent Automotive. Let me show you guys around. Our sales staff has over 75 years of experience servicing the CSRA's automotive needs. We offer everyday low windshield pricing, and every vehicle sold comes with a warranty and a Carfax history report. Our inventory changes daily, so come see us soon. We'll make you feel right at home. Or shop online at drivecrescent.com. And remember,
everybody drives Crescent. You should too.
North Augusta wins in 4 overtimes, 41-38, as they come to Strom Thurmond and get out of here with a hard-fought win. Okay, we have discussed it, and we are ready to announce our Center for Dentistry MVPs tonight. And Coach, we'll give you the honor.
Okay, and after a long discussion, and I think we're doing the right thing. We've got one from each school because this was such a fantastic game, and both teams played remarkably well. Coach Thomas said it could be the whole team, but we've got to pick one player from each team, and that's what we're going to do. And for the Strom Thurmond High School team, we're going to select number 5, Rashad Bryant, who had those 2 great touchdown catches and long runs in the first half, and then threw that crazy pass in the overtime.
And had the 1 catch in overtime,
in the overtime. So he was responsible for 4 of the touchdowns. So Rashad Bryant, hats off to you as being the MVP for Strom Thurmond. And on the other side, a young man that really threw the ball very well tonight and also rushed for a touchdown. Their quarterback, Landon Washington, who threw 3 touchdown passes in overtime in a pressure situation, also had a running touchdown. So Landon Washington for the North Augusta team. And both players were great. Both teams were great. Coaches were great. Yeah, I mean, it was a great football game. I'm getting tired of saying great, but it was a great football game.
Eric has Washington with about 250 yards passing on the night. He wasn't exactly sure. He was still trying to add it all up and come up with the numbers. And we think it's apropos. It was a shame that anybody has to lose, but that's why we play overtime. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. But you're right. Bryant deserves to be recognized. There he is again on our replays, scoring that long touchdown. And he had some great touchdowns. The pass in the back of the end zone to Amani Jones. Amani Jones had 2 touchdowns in the overtime. You had Daughtry, who had 2 touchdowns for North Augusta.
Bell had a touchdown catch to redeem himself a little bit.
Bell had the touchdown catch, and you had Gibson.
And here's the play.
Who was outstanding. This was the play where Bryant throws the touchdown pass, left-handed in the back of the end zone to somebody who hadn't caught a pass the whole game. And then he catches another one later on from Tyrese Nick. It's just, there was a lot of players. And then the North Augusta defense all by themselves. Yes. The way they played, they were outstanding. And you got to tip your hat to Strom Thurmond's too. They played well. They stopped them when they had to. And it's just, again, a shame that somebody had to lose. And like you pointed out, we asked Coach Thomas, who do you think the MVP ought to be? And he said the whole team.
And the coaching staff.
And the coaching staff.
And he'd probably say the fans, too.
It was something else. It was something else to watch the fans. We were over here on the visitor side with North Augusta, and the North Augusta kids leaving one end of the end zone to go to the other end of the end zone to cheer their team on, and then coming back in the 4 overtimes. It was just a great high school football game. This is Friday Night Lights.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because this is indeed Friday Night Lights. Great setting, great fans, great behavior, terrific football game, well coached, well played. I don't know what more you could ask. Okay. Yeah. Now, if they can just clear out this traffic jam so we can get out of here.
Well, Strom Thurmond's going to feel bad about it and say, boy, we let that one get away. But they're going to go on. They're going to have a great season. I still think they'll win their division, their region, go on to the playoffs. North Augusta's got their work cut out for them. We've seen South Aiken. We know South Aiken's pretty good. Aiken, we haven't seen them, but they beat Strom Thurmond in overtime as well. And then Midland Valley looked pretty decent last week. They're coming on. They're going to get better as the season goes on. Airport, that's sort of the wild card. We don't know about Airport, but that's going to be fun. That division that North Augusta is going to be playing in 4A.
From what we've seen, I will give a nod to North Augusta as probably the most sound defensive team I've seen so far of those 5 teams you just mentioned. I think they're better defensively than the other people right at the moment.
And South Aiken certainly has the linebackers that are very, very good. They got some defensive backs that are good, but their offense, I think, is better than North Augusta. So that's going to be fun. But for next week, Aiken, South Aiken, we're going to be at Haygood Stadium in Aiken for the matchup, cross-city rivals, and it means something this year. It's not going to just be for bragging rights. This is the first conference game of the season. In the region, they'll be playing each other to get it open, and whoever wins that game will have the inside track to going on and doing something special this season. So we look forward to seeing you next week from Aiken and Haygood Stadium. For Ken Brace, the coach, for Eric Russell, our sideline reporter, Aiken Standard Sports editor, for James Grigsby, our director extraordinaire, and for all the other staff that works with us to put this game on. We thank you for joining us. I'm Ed Gerardo. Have a good night. We'll see you next week in Aiken for the grudge match. Aiken, South Aiken, Fighting Green Hornets against Thoroughbreds. Good night, everybody.